Good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? Mary, Patrick Kelly, Red, Kay, Dorinda, and Shane. Good to see all y'all.
It's still playing on YouTube.
Do
At
what?
the fight on YouTube. They're at the fire pit scene. It's not finished playing. They're still
Well, it
dancing
is
around
on.
fire on YouTube.
It's done on my end.
Yeah, I think you got a lag there, Dorinda.
And I
Yeah.
still
Oh
hear
well.
the echo.
I muted mine.
Hey, Gigi, Rich.
I still
Do y'all hear? Do I sound okay to y'all?
No, you sound horrible. You sound like you're talking normal.
Thanks.
hello, Rich.
No, you sound fine, Bonnie.
You still playing
Gigi
by?
says yes. Hey, Dorinda, it's just you.
Oh well.
Thank you, Patrick Kelly. Many blessings to you. Hey, Andy. Okay,
Hello, Andy. Hello, end of the world.
George.
And end of the world as we know it, because George is here. Had to give him a little bit of res.
Yes. Okay, so first I'll tell y'all about my son. He went through his surgery yesterday. He's doing good. Uh, I forgot to tell him about the gas when they blow up your stomach. So he was a little panicked about that, but he'll get over it once
Well,
his
and
way.
it's usually when they pump you full of gas, they say, "Well, we give you a lot of air and we want it back, and you ain't leaving until you blow it all back to them."
Hello, Ethel. Good to see you.
We got
Yeah,
Andy. Andy's in the house, and
cattle
now,
walk.
yeah, now his wife's in the house.
Hello, Dataraki.
Yes, they're wonderful.
We're all in trouble now. We're going to see assless chaps and leather jackets.
Nope, still don't have the chaps.
And leather handcuffs. Bonnie, I think, ordered some of them from her.
Yep, got all that straightened out today.
Good, good.
Yes, yes, yes. And I was thinking, hey, these could be good for other things also.
Oh, you can use leather for anything. Leather's a good material.
Yes, but I'm talking about like keeping stuff private.
Mm. Now
And you're going to turn this all the way around.
you're starting to sound naughty now.
See?
I'm all confused.
You know how, uh, oh my goodness. It just, never mind.
It's going to sound like you're trying to use
Well,
them as
now
ankle
you have
cuffs
me
or
totally confused. So you need to fix that situation.
Huh?
something.
How are leather bracelets going to be private?
Well, you can,
No, T girl. No one's. I went to the doctor, and the second time I went to see her, she suggested I needed a prostate exam. I said, "Why is it every time I go see a doctor, the first thing they want to do is shove a tube up my ass?" I said, "That's just not right." Hey, T
hey, the
girl,
dog,
you go
discernment. Good to see y'all.
discern. My brother was with me, and he just started giggling when I said that because I said it just like that. He said, "I don't even know you, and you're already trying to shove a tube up my ass." So I didn't do that to you. So that ain't right. That was the first thing she wanted to do, shove a garden hose up my ass and then put a
Oh,
scope in there. You don't need to see what it looks like in there. I can tell you what it looks like. It looks like shit.
okay, Shane.
What?
Calm down.
We're in trouble, Shane. You already got in trouble for using the S word. What the heck am I going to get in trouble for tonight? I already swore one on
No,
camera.
you get in trouble for using a word. Hello, what life? That was just a really graphic description we didn't need.
That's a visual you didn't need.
Yeah.
Well, it happens to every male, and it's just a fact of life. I
Hey,
mean,
girl, I love the video.
I seen a little bit of hers today. Matter of fact, for the first time.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna have to go check that out.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but the cemetery. It was a really good
Oh,
video of the
Yeah,
cemetery.
yeah, it was a some kind of monument that was on her face or on her picture, and I went and looked at it for a minute, but then I got called away, so I had to turn it off. So yeah, it's been I didn't get to watch much of it, and I
I watched
apologize to you.
it. I watched the whole thing and I put a comment in. And I
Well,
watched Slow Country's video from a couple of days ago today. So if Slow Country comes in, I gotta say something.
I, when I get out there, if I can't go live, I have so much to catch up on
The,
because I have been missing so many good people I know I have.
I put in a comment this evening to a channel, and
oh yeah,
I hope they get my point.
Mm.
elaborate, please.
No, I'm not going to elaborate yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I'm too closely tied to them.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay.
Okay. I went there, saw what it was, and left. I got like 2 words from it, and I left. That's as far as I got with that one.
I'm sorry, Patrick Kelly. We talk about ways of communicating without being caught, and that's that was the route that I was going with that. Um,
Sorry, Patrick. Didn't mean to do that to you, bud.
The, See, I was thinking use them as gifts, or that's where my brain went. It didn't go to anything, really.
yeah, and well, and that's what they're going to be. But um, just so they'll know, there's
Well, hopefully they weren't watching your video from the other night when you bought them all online.
and they might have.
That's kind of hard to keep it private when they watch your video.
Vicky's gonna babysit y'all while I go to the store.
Okay,
All
hello,
right.
Vic.
Hi, Vicky.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I don't know. You haven't told us yet.
Y'all doing good.
All right. Thank you.
Vicky said you're pretty fly for a white guy.
Thank you, T girl.
That's a oldie but a goodie.
It's in the 70s here, the high 70s. So my neck was a little warm, so just suck it up in a bun.
Yeah, it was only like 101 or something today, so it wasn't too bad.
Well,
Yeah,
we're still in the early parts of June, so we're in like the 70s. Maybe by July we'll be in the 80s and 90s by the end of July, and then we'll be in the hundreds in August. That's kind of how it goes here.
I
We'll
see
see.
you, Gigi.
It was 97 degrees here today.
Oh God,
100 with the heat index.
I'd be dying. I have the air conditioning on. My husband gives me shit. Right? When we have heat on in the winter, it's 67 degrees. So when I turn the air conditioner on, I turn it to 67 degrees.
Damn.
He's like,
That makes
it's
you.
fucking cold here. I'm like, it's not cold in here. Like what you have in the wintertime. It's not cold in here.
No, I can sleep in 67 degrees. I can sleep very well. But yeah, when I get up, that's a different story. I want it a little bit warmer than that. 72 is about my average temperature. I really enjoy 72 to 75. But I
Well,
got to
that's
have
why we
air
are at it.
moving. Yeah, I got to have air moving.
Look, he doesn't like the fans because they make a noise. They clink or clatter or some fucking thing. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
We had our air conditioner go out one year, and Chuck's mom, she called around to these places over here, and she found an air conditioner for us, a window unit, and it was pretty big. So we put it in there, in the window and everything. And I don't think either one of us looked to see what it was set on. We got up in the morning. We were walking through a fog, y'all. That's how cold it was in my house. Our kids got up. They're chattering. I was like, oh my God. And it was one of them big ones that you see in the school windows. So it kicked pretty good. Needless to say, we kept that running all year.
Yeah.
Better than my outside unit.
Uh-oh. I got two things. Red, that is funny. Uh, T-girl, Bonnie, show your gorgeous face, you and Shane.
Sorry, tonight that's a nope.
Y'all can see my face. It's right there on the damn screen. Come on.
I'm sure you look beautiful, Bonnie.
Nope.
She's always beautiful.
She
Yeah,
is
she is.
always beautiful.
All y'all
Yeah.
are. What are you talking about?
My
And
hair.
Gigi is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get when you open it.
That's right. You should have seen me on Chuck's. I came home from work and I had people at work telling me how gorgeous my hair was. Da, 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 da. I changed into my shorts and t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. Jumped on the things and there's hair sticking straight out. I'm like, man, people said I look gorgeous at work today? What the fuck?
People like the strangest
Sorry,
things, I know, because they like me too.
I love the color of your hair, Dorinda.
Hey, spotted rabbits.
It has not been dyed in 2 years. This is the natural as it comes.
Chuck
I,
looks smaller, and he's a lot more feminine looking today.
His voice is a little different too.
Yes, yes.
Chuck.
Spotted
Yeah.
rabbits.
He sounds smarter for some reason.
For some reason, his camera zoomed in on me. I guess it's automatic.
Are you working tonight, Vicky? Or are you off?
Yeah, today's my Friday. Yeah,
Today was my Friday too.
thank God.
I got to talk to Spotted Rabbit one time. I got to ask him a question, but it's nothing important.
Um,
Oh, I don't know if
You
he's
get a
coming
lot
out.
of nuts in that chocolate. Yeah, that ain't no kidding. D-dog.
Did Chuck tell you we got Wyatt them pills? He's been taking them for the last 2 days now. 2-3 days.
Is it helping
Which
already?
one?
To get.
the
The
cynic.
diabetes pills? Yeah, the
Yeah.
Cinechrome? Yeah. Cinnamon and chromium. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he will enjoy it. I
he,
promise. After 30
he's,
days, he will enjoy it. He will be able to eat a lot of things he hasn't been able to, and it won't affect him.
he seems to like have a little more energy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, cinnamon's good for a lot of things. Cinnamon does boost your energy levels. And it's good for your body.
Huh.
And so, yeah, it's just all around good too. It's a natural source.
And go figure. I don't like cinnamon.
Yeah, and there's some people that's allergic to cinnamon.
Yeah.
So you've got to be very careful with that. But that's why they make that other one, which I can't remember the name of it. But Fat Man Prepper got it. He got both styles, but it has no cinnamon in it. So he can, even if you're allergic to cinnamon, you can take that one, and you'd have to get with Ray and find out what that is. I don't remember who suggested that to him, but yeah, I was the one that was. I promote that Cinechrome to everybody just due to it worked wonders for my brother. Like I said, he hasn't been over 90. And like I said, they threatened to put him in a hospital because he's over 500.
Oh wow.
So, and he said no. So they gave him a bunch of damn pills. Then I researched it and found them and it's like, try these. So he weaned
Uh,
himself off of them, went to them, and I'm going to tell you, he he can eat the damn thing he wants now, potatoes, and he can eat the damn Snickers and drink a pop if he wants to.
oh
Good
wow.
night, Gigi.
Good night,
Yeah,
Gigi.
he had them metformin pills, and them things made him sick as a dog.
Oh, those things are not good. Not good for your body. You want to talk about trash in the liver? Take them damn
Yeah.
things.
You got it, Gigi.
Yeah, I smelled them pills today, and they smelled like cinnamon toast crunch. Good.
So I got a headline just now delivered to me. New Mexico Supreme Court orders all GOP county commission to certify primaries results.
Who do what now?
Say what?
New Mexico Supreme Court orders all GOP county commission to certify primaries results.
Can they
To
do
what
that?
people?
That doesn't sound quite correct.
I didn't think they could do that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things
Did
that
they
can
certify? I didn't hear you, Bonnie. I'm sorry.
to certify.
The Supreme Court of New Mexico, is that what you said? Is telling
Yes,
them that they have to certify the results.
Yep, yep,
they can't. You can't. The Supreme Court can't force that. It has to be through the tally. And you go by the
yep.
tally. And well, we can get into a whole list of stupid shit. And
Look how many Supreme Courts dismissed all those.
Jason.
They can do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. We know this.
well, the Supreme Court ain't going to do a damn thing. They just have to pass it back down to the lower court, just like our Supreme Court of the United States. They just pass it back down to the lower court and try to force them to do what they ask.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
sure D-Dog's going
yes.
to have a comment very shortly.
Yeah, I'm sure D Dog's going to bounce in the air and say something because he's always got the knowledge it takes.
Yep.
Well, I just wanted to thank all of y'all for the prayers yesterday. Um, and we need some more for um, some people having really bad weather, even tornadoes. One of the girls that I always talk to in chat, haven't been able to get word from her. I know that they don't have power, but they were hit with tornadoes.
Are
So
you talking about Anna Marie?
yeah,
Yeah, because Camel was talking about her earlier.
Carl. Okay,
So
yeah,
yeah, we need prayers for Anna Marie and
that she's
anybody that might
okay,
let her in.
and that we hear from her soon.
Yeah.
And I think Ohio got hit pretty good Monday, and some of them were without power. There's been a lot of crazy weather,
Well, Hawk's without power.
really.
He's using a generator. Oh, that was the other day. Sorry, that was the other day. I apologize. Because close little countries was a couple of days ago, so that's when he was out of power.
Yep,
Are you talking about that rolling blackout?
I don't know.
I heard about that.
yeah,
Hey, you know that guy that Biden? Am I allowed saying his name?
that's fine.
But anyway, the union guy that he told him that he could go outside with him. I watched a video about him back in. I guess he made it back a couple years back, telling his story about what happened. I was like, dang, our president is a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that ever
My
since he was
president,
ever since he voted in. That's kind of what I thought. I think he was when he was the vice president.
shoot, he was a dumbass when he was a senator.
He's been a dumbass since the day he went into elected office, and it was probably before that. He just had a good line of bullshit, and that's how he got where he's at today.
Yep,
You know, you can be pretty dumb, but if you got a good line of bullshit, you can get anywhere.
right. What time is it? Oh shit.
Hey, Spotted Rabbit.
Uh,
I was saying hello to Spotted Rabbit.
And
Yeah,
if y'all could keep
sorry.
Dorinda in your prayers, she lost a friend.
Yeah. A neighbor of, well, 82, 92, about 40 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hard. You know
We've
what?
lost, in our neighborhood, that's the fourth one we've lost since April. It's like craziness. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Spotted Rabbit. Thank you, Caterwauling.
Um, that's what I was telling somebody earlier. To me, it's they're the lucky ones because they're not going to have to go through all this.
Yeah. Thank you, T Girl.
Yeah,
I'm reading the chat.
yeah, yeah. Any way we can, pray.
Yeah. Every day.
Whether you believe it or not, we've got to. And
Ooh,
it's not hope. It's not. It's not. It's it's faith. That they're two
And
different things.
hope means you have faith.
Well,
You gotta have
hope
faith to have hope.
actually hope is that you're hoping that it'll go well. Faith is that you know it's going to go well.
That's right.
That's a difference to me.
That makes a lot of sense, Bonnie. I was kind of trying to um, sound off Hawk when I said that. Sorry.
It's
I
okay.
screwed up, but hey, whatever. It's me.
And also, Catarwonky's mom, keep her in prayers. She's going in the hospital in the morning to get jump started again. And
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't know what they call it, but that's what I called it when they did it to my dad. It's
Hello, Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom, that's probably not incorrect.
I
yep.
like.
Rusty's
Oh.
been sick. Okay. Prayers for
Oh wow.
Rusty. Spotted Rabbit, he's doing pretty good. He's
Not liking my gas, but he's doing good.
his first surgery, so you know how men are. he's he's kind of a little
Wuss. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
not quite that, but
I'm sorry, Bonnie.
Hey, Cindy,
Hey, Cindy.
yeah,
I gotta go get
sometimes
ready for work. Oh, I don't want to go to
Sure
work.
did.
uh, we'll keep you
I
in
have the
prayer.
weekend off this weekend. I'm pretty excited. Then I work 3 shifts next week, and I have the weekend off. And then I go away.
I know I get a vacation next month. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm going to my high school reunion. Woo-hoo. A
I'm gonna
40
try to
party.
get. I'm gonna try to get a vacation. I'm gonna try to get down close enough so we can go see. Me and Bonnie can meet up for the first time. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Her and her kids, and I think she's bringing the whole damn tribe. Well, I heard.
Mary, Chuck had to go to the store.
Chuck had to go get
Gotta go
cigarettes.
get
I
His
do know.
wife,
cigarettes.
his wife was taking his place. This is Vicky.
Hey,
You just need to pick. You just need to pick him up a carton at work tonight, and then he don't have to go to the store every 15 damn minutes.
they're more expensive at my work than they are down here at the liquor
Oh
store.
no, no kidding.
They
Yeah,
don't even sell smokes at my work. They
huh?
don't even sell smokes. They don't smell. They don't sell smokes at Walmart here.
Really,
Wow.
they do here in the states.
Yeah.
No,
Surprisingly, they still do. I
Mary,
went to
Chuck's
that
wife's
age.
name is Vicky. In case you didn't know, she's a sweet lady. She's a little rough. She keeps Chuck in line and keeps him, you know, in order. So, yes, she's a sweet lady.
thank you, Cindy.
Yeah, Chuck's just a big old teddy bear. Don't let him fool you.
Oh yeah, he's a big, boastful teddy bear. I know the people.
Yeah, he's something else. I used to
He
be
is.
really shy and quiet till I met him,
Yeah,
and
he
I don't
is.
know how obnoxious like he is.
Yeah, he's damn sure. And when you say teddy bear, you mean grizzly bear because that is one big boy. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
my
That
one
boy
son,
is huge.
my one son is as big as him, just not as wide, but he's as tall as him. He's got really long red hair. He looks like Moses.
Well, give him a little time. He'll fill out a little bit. He'll get somebody to get him some home cooking, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, he works out, so he's pretty buff, but
T girl,
Yeah.
yeah,
thank you for
hair.
saying that. I need to put Baxter on my list.
Yeah, all my babies got red hair. I don't know how, but they did.
Well, it's either the Irish or the Indian.
Mm, I don't know. My mom and his mom had red hair. She's
Well,
Serbian. My mom's French, so. And I never knew
And
what color my mom's hair was because she dyed it all the time. My aunt had a picture of her when she was like 18. And me and my sisters were like, "Who's that lady?" She's pretty. I was like, that's your mother. We're
I
like, is
agree,
that her
babe.
next door hair?
Sorry. I agree, Mary. Yes, Chuck does miss Vicky when she goes to work.
No, he don't. He has all kinds of fun. He brings out the party favors and everything.
Yeah, but he still misses you, honey.
Yeah, I
And when
know.
you and the minute you leave, his face um kind of goes down a little bit, and then he tries to
Yeah,
get himself back up again.
yeah, I know that he hates where I work because it's in a really bad neighborhood. And I go outside for lunch because I'm a smoker. But we don't get bothered. I mean, there's a bunch of us that sit out in our cars at lunchtime. So, but I know he worries about that. Plus, I got my own little party favors that I have in my car with me. So,
Yep, that's good. Yeah, anytime I'm sitting in one of those parking lots, I keep my eyes all around because people get crazy out there for some reason.
Well, one of our managers the other day, or last week or whatever, was trying to stop a customer from stealing shit out of the store and stood in front of the cart and said, "You're not leaving with this cart." And the girl went ape shit, bit her in the arm and drew blood, and punched her in the face and gave her a black eye.
Jesus.
I'm like, is it really worth it?
No.
Not to me, it ain't. So
Oh,
I
look, the gentle giant's back.
was watching this lady at the till, and
Oh, I'm
I
so
know for a fact she did not scan all of her stuff. Did I say anything? Absolutely not. I pretended I didn't see it.
I'll close my glasses up, and then it sort of just like adjusted to my height.
Might be something to do with maybe it's auto adjust. I don't know.
You look good, Chuck.
And she's like saying like it auto adjusted. I was seeing if it did.
Oh, it's good on you.
Well, it looks good since you turned the light on. We can see you better.
Andrew, my man.
What's going on, Chuck, Dorinda, Bonnie, Shane? Good evening.
Hi,
Hey,
Andy.
Chuck.
Good to see you.
Chuck,
I'll be right back.
How's it
Chuck,
going, Jane?
you should have never left. Your wife beat the hell out of you while you was gone.
That's normal. I'm used to it.
No, she didn't.
She shredded you.
Remember
She
she
said
did with my bottle of water.
she said you was the most gentle giant she's ever been with. So,
Oh, hell, I guess I was sitting on it. I couldn't tell this was behind me.
Chuck, you might want to have that checked.
I wasn't sitting on it. And I would have been like, yeah, you got Big Mike behind you.
Mhm.
Hello.
We
Look at
normally,
you, Doug.
we normally keep 4 or 5 cases. I know how she is. If anybody's got my back, I know she does.
Yep. So how are you doing, Andy?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing tonight, besides for the hot, steamy weather?
We're all just
Yeah.
peachy.
Yeah, it was 95 here. Feels like 103 with a heat index of 118.
Yeah, that heat index is what hurts you. That
Yeah, I was out there
humidity.
living plant buckets. I found out the damn tubs I got a tub with a bunch of cucumbers in it. I found out that shit's heavy. I should have waited to water it. And
Oh
then,
yeah.
Move it and then water.
yeah, because I add like 3 or 4 gallons of water when I do that. So that's what, 8 pounds a gallon.
Yep.
Extra 30 some pounds and probably wouldn't have been too bad. But
Huh.
It's been a hot one for sure this week, man. It's been went out and
Yeah,
mowed grass earlier today. Good thing I did, man, because it just got wasn't for the breeze, man.
I don't know. It got like to 101 here today. It's still 100 degrees right now.
Can you tell the difference?
What it is.
Yeah, 100, 101. Yeah, you can't tell no damn difference. Once it hits 100, it's all just hot.
It's
Let's see,
finally,
right?
it's 85 here right now.
87 feels like 93.
That's pretty bad when South Texas isn't as warm as, the desert of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I got it. What it is here, like I got a 1 mile an hour wind I'm looking at.
I didn't even look at that. I should have looked at that.
That says a lot there because that means it's like sticking your head in a stove.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Just
tell you real.
wish I knew what that name of that wine was, because um,
How far are you away from Gay Man or Guy Man? Guyman?
Guyman, Oklahoma, 60 miles. 60 miles.
Sorry,
It's 60 miles west.
I wasn't trying to make it sound jacked up. It's Gay Man. Yeah, you got a 14 mile an hour wind there.
that was funny though.
How far are you from a gay man? Hopefully a long damn way.
Right outside the door, huh?
Yeah, I got him in my pocket. That was just rude. Gay man.
And I don't think our 20-degree more temperatures hit yet either, because they're talking about by this weekend. So you might be lucky and see 130.
I'll tell you, I'm half underground here in my lower half of the house, and I've got it, like I said, egress, so I can just walk right out the front door, get my truck, and drive off. But I'm pretty lucky, I keep my ceiling fans going, and it doesn't get real damn hot in here. It could be 90, 100 degrees. As long as I don't have the doors open, I'm booked good. Now, if it's 85 degrees, I'll have all the doors open and no air conditioner on, and I'm good.
And it's all right. You got a breeze carrying it.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, David.
And like I said, I'm downstairs, so it stays about. Oh, I'd say it's an average of 74 degrees down here all the time.
I remember my uncle in Tennessee, they didn't have air conditioning, but he let the kids go out the storm cellar. They had an area in there away from all the jars and stuff, and he had it kind of like, he had hog wire fence ceiling to floor, blocking the kids from going in there. Had a little gate, but we could play out front. It was always wintertime. It could be they cranking up the wood stove and go out there in that cellar, and it'd be 60, 70 degrees, and it stayed like that.
Oh, yeah, as long as you're active, 60 to 65 degrees is perfect weather if you're active.
Oh wow, David, you have fun in Florida.
Yeah, definitely.
Family vacation.
Watch out if you're going where any population is in Florida. A lot of snowflakes.
Yeah. Ain't as bad as California. It's all snowflakes.
I think it's got something to do with that coastal air bleaches their brains or something. When they're on top of it, usually all the snowflakes are around the coast, though.
Or drop the soap.
Sounds like what they're hoping for. The 100-mile thing.
That's what gets me about lakes everywhere you live. You ever notice you got people that live on the lake? They want that property on the lake, but don't fish.
Hey, buddy. You want to my seat back?
Rented a condo for $650 a night.
Oh,
Damn, that's
really?
cheap.
Um,
That's cheap.
David, is that anywhere near Fort Walton Beach or
It sounds like it's over there at
City?
Jacksonville.
Well, my dad has a condo that they rent out on the beach. And
Might have been better off to look at it a couple months ahead of time and rented a place for a week somewhere, and you probably got a better deal.
Well, usually,
Timeshare.
well,
depending on where. Sorry, go ahead.
my dad's is 3-story, and so it sleeps a lot of people. But I'm sure he probably didn't get one that big.
Well,
I
like I
remember
said,
last year I seen somewhere in Florida, and it was in a popular area, and it was timeshare for a week. The week, the average was between $1,500 and $2,000 for a week somewhere on the beach, which I thought was high, but seeing
Okay, that sounds really familiar. Destin. I think that's close.
Chuck, I went
uh,
out. I went out to South Carolina, and I was out at Charleston, and we rented a place. It was a block off the damn beach, and it cost us $3,800 a week. Now, luckily, it would sleep 16 people, so we had plenty of room for plenty of family. We went to another one for the bachelor parties and stuff, and I stayed there a couple nights, and it was 50, and it was on the beach, and it was $5,700 a week. And I'm thinking,
Oh my
you all
god.
are nuts out here.
was
You
it
all are.
was it in off season or was it?
It was in March.
You'd think it'd be cheaper unless it was cheaper.
Well, it was hell. I burned my damn head in March. It was so damn hot. It was 85 degrees out there, and I had 6 inches of snow here in Oklahoma when I left.
I guess coastal areas there ain't really no off season.
Okay, correct.
Kind of like saying off season in Hawaii. What's that? Oh, vacation time. It ain't cold or hot.
Well, if you go to the Pacific, the water's cold as shit in the winter, but you still got hot weather. On the Atlantic, that's a total different story. That water stays warm pretty much year round, and that's the big difference. But yeah, the Pacific gets cold, cold, cold in the winter,
Hey, Mom.
and the Atlantic does not.
Hi, Finding Tino. Wow, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Destin's really close to my dad.
Hey, everybody out there.
Oh shit.
He'll enjoy it. Man, the water's so pretty there. Clear. It's not like our Gulf.
I wouldn't. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but you couldn't get me in an airplane, so I'd have to go there by boat. So that means it'd be 3 times expensive for me to get there. So I'd have to take a cruise ship, get off, then figure out how to get back on another one to get away from it.
Tigger.
I have never really wanted to go to Hawaii. Now, do I want to go to the Polynesian Islands? Yes. And that's a hell of a lot further.
All
I'm
we're
not going to
doing,
no islands.
all we're going in them places is when you get there and you're there for a little while, you don't want to come back home.
Well,
Yeah.
and I looked at buying. They had some French Polynesian islands that was for sale, and I looked at trying to get one or two because they was side by side. There's little, just a couple acres apiece, and the price wasn't bad, but just timing just wasn't correct at the time, and so I just kind of give up on it for a while, and now I'm back looking again.
Yeah, D Dog had me looking one time at some down there, and it was way down there, and it was, I want to say 8
Oh,
acres,
wow.
10 acres, but it was 150 feet off the ground. It was sheer clipped all the way around. It was like water line was 100 feet, 150 feet down.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
You
That's
had to
actually a safety.
Ouch, David.
He had to be dropped off. You wouldn't have to worry about nobody coming to visit you.
Well, you ain't got to worry about the damn pirates, and because there's pirates out in them oceans, still to this day.
Ouch.
Holy cow! Yeah, yeah, you'll be in debt for a day or two.
See, and that's where I go. We get a beach house for 200 a night.
That's damn cheap.
Yeah, I know it is.
That's
Well,
damn.
and it's not right on the beach, but it's right on the river. So, which I like better because you can do the night fishing off the dock at the back of the beach houses. And,
I believe I'd be happy with driving to the beach and go stay at the Hampton Inn for about $250. Ever since I stayed in the Hampton here a couple of years ago, I like that place. It's nice. Everybody's like, we need to try the Hilton. We need to try. No, I'm fine with the Hampton. It's Hilton partner, but or the baby or whatever. But
well, yeah, but I won't stay in one of those big buildings. I want to drive up to my door.
this one where we were it was we got parking right off of our room, and the hallway door where we were at had a key code, and we went in, and our room was right there. But hell, our room was probably 75 feet by 30 feet with a bathroom in it, big as this one. And hell, you in the bathtub with the showers it was in, you could take your whole family in there and bathe with them.
Mhm. Yeah, the Summit lakes don't have sharks, but some of them have alligators.
Big snakes.
Ooh, we stepped on a stingray. Yeah. Yes, and snakes. We were talking about that the other night.
Yeah, we were coming back. That's when Vicky wanted to see the grandbabies, and we were in Nashville. She found out we were in Nashville. I don't even know if we were in the room. I think we just left the Hard Rock, and she got a message from our ex daughter-in-law that they were going to be in by Little Rock in the morning at a certain time, take the babies or something, take something anyway. And we were in Nashville, and Vicky goes, "You want to go see the grandbabies?" I said, "You want to go?" I said, "I don't really like turning around going backwards." But she goes, "Yeah, I want to see them because never know when I get to see them again." So we got back and packed our stuff up in the motel room that was already paid for, and took off. And I got her from Nashville, to Little Rock. We got over right on top of it in 3 hours, which made it 1 in the morning. I was hauling ass. We got a room at the Hampton, and I hadn't slept in 4 days really, because everywhere else, like everything he laid, I was like laying on a haystack with cyclone fence over
Mm.
it. I laid down in that bed, turned the TV on. I was across the foot of the bed, had my feet hanging off on a chair. Vicky laid down. I was going to sleep. I got the TV going. My son was getting laid down. I don't even remember putting my hand under my head, and I was out. That bed was so comfortable.
See, girl, your mind's working. What do you mean? And I know you had an emotional turmoil. You need that vacation too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't walk on the beach barefooted. Too many jellyfish and stuff.
Yeah, I hope you're all right, T girl. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of information people are absorbing and seeing.
Yeah,
Just a lot of crazy crap going on in the world. If you're looking.
Just keep the faith, man.
And like that song, "At the end of the world as we know it."
yeah.
Appears that way.
But you know what? Maybe it's going to be a better world.
I hope so.
You
It's
only,
going to
you
get,
only shovel that hole so deep before something has to change. So
yeah,
Yeah.
we're deep
Um,
in the hole now. So change has to come sometime.
rather go ahead and do what it's going to do instead of that slow burn.
Yeah. We put morning gasoline on the fire now. It's burning quick, and it's got to burn out sooner or later, man. They can't keep putting wood on it forever.
Thank you, Kina.
It's
Try to grab this.
too much info coming out too quickly, and you can't keep up with it.
Yep.
I think that would even come out today that, or your president or whoever's president, ain't my president, but you know what I mean. Come out today and trying to tell all the gas and oil company CEOs and stuff that you guys are all wrong and guys are making too much profit. And man, come on now. All that money's going in his pocket too, so he's all part of it. They know what they're doing.
Talking about the potato and creek.
Yeah. He's supposed to be going over to Saudi Arabia too, but there's some stuff that was coming out about the stuff that was going on over there for Pride Month, that they're actually getting rid of a lot of the Saudis and stuff, are actually condemning a lot of it. So he's going to go there and speak about that too, how concerned he is about it, I guess.
Rabbit wants me to show you guys my fencing around tomato plant or my cucumber plants. I made cages around them.
Remember when Rob was saying that 4 of his steers were dead, and I guess he found out they were poisoned, that they caught the people, an activist group. I'm glad y'all caught them. Used to be, it was a pretty big crime.
Damn cattle herd.
There was a brief, I don't know how true 100% factual it is, but there was a brief thing that come across our news over here that there was a 3,000 head of cattle or something in Kansas that got some kind of started with a B disease, and then they was blaming on the heat, excessive heat too, why they lost. There's a lot of cattle, but I don't know how true that actually was. They said that
It's a true fact.
yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, it was some kind of disease they blamed it on, started with a B. Never heard of it before, but there's a lot of things I've never heard of when it comes to diseases.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
See you, Vicky.
Bye,
Vicky.
have a good night.
Like,
No, they make up all kinds of bullcrap. No, it wasn't a disease. They're getting destroyed on purpose.
Yeah,
They're getting paid to destroy them. Period.
just like the plants, the factories, whatever they are. What do we call those? Processing plants.
Yeah, Bonnie, I got a picture for you to share. Rabbits wanted me to show you this.
Yes, I'd like to see it.
Your waitress enjoyed your coffee.
There's one of them. That's cucumbers in one of my redneck hydroponics. I put a fence around it so the cucumbers can climb up it from the inside.
Cool.
Let's see if I can get this next
Nice.
picture to work. See how high
nice.
it goes. Got that. And there's one that I'm proud of. That's my little lemon trees coming up.
Awesome.
It's like showing pictures of kids.
Oh, I know. It's a good feeling when you're growing things.
A lot of people told me you ain't gonna get lemon trees that grow actual lemons, but
hell, there's a huge difference when you grow it yourself. You get satisfaction to no end about when you get to pick the fruit off of it or the vegetables or whatever it is you're growing. There's no other feeling like it. You know,
The belt we're across right here is optimal all the way from Georgia across to the middle of Texas and down, that we can grow just like Florida. People just don't know that. But if you want to grow from fruit, as soon as you open that fruit up, take them out, rinse them off, put them in dirt, put them in some kind of soft soil that don't get hard. You got to make sure you water that every day, but also have it where it'll drain.
Rob, Bet, I hope you heard my comment a minute ago. They're doing it intentionally, man. They are doing it intentionally.
Yep.
Hell, I got bean plants out there that ain't a foot tall that got beans on them 3 inches long.
wow.
Like, what's wrong with you? Y'all are like putting out some effort, ain't you?
It's not funny, but it is. The way their minds work. And yep, the evil are not hiding anything anymore. They're wide out in the open. It's just,
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Ed. We just went through that.
Yeah, poisoning animals to show animal cruelty. Yeah, they're the cruel ones, and I treat them like a cattle rustler.
and that's what I was going to say. That used to be a pretty major crime. I don't know if it still is, because, you can go and burn up a city and be just fine, but don't sit here and talk like we are.
I'd put more holes in them than a cyclone fence and then put Trump flags out there around them. Say, they were Trump supporters over here scaring me.
As far as I know, they have not redid the cattle rustling law. You get caught rustling cattle, you're allowed to be shot by the owner if you're caught on their property doing it. And as far as I know, that law has not been retracted or revised.
I know a horse thief here in Texas still can be hung.
Yes, same way in Oklahoma. Same way in Oklahoma. You steal horses, there's a lot of things that can be done to you that you're not going to enjoy.
Yeah,
Yep.
Rabbit, that's right. Their tactics, yep. You know how to fix them tactics? You just flip a bar stool over and sit 4 of them on it.
Okay, wait. What are y'all talking about? Wow.
Chuck's talking about something a little different to Rabbit. Yes.
He said their tactic has more loose ends than a gay bar, and I'm just talking about how you sit 4 of them close together.
You put the bar stool upside down.
Oh, for starting fires. Okay. No.
Prank caller, Mayday. And this is just an infomercial. That really wasn't said. That was noise from outside.
Yep.
Andy, this video is brought to us by what?
Don't even start that up, man.
Here you go.
You want to get me going?
Here he is. He's got his Flex Seal. He's ready.
There you go. Brought to you by Flex Seal. Okay.
And Depends. If you can't fix it with Depends, Flex Seal will tighten it up.
I didn't think we were going to that chap vision.
Yeah. Yeah, seals cracks.
Yeah.
That'll fix it.
The meat popsicle.
The sideshow just went sideways.
Well, he has a new one tonight. He wants to tell you about the scent of Clinique.
Oh boy, you're starting it now.
Oh, the funk, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I
Covered
wear.
funk.
Yeah, that's what I wear is incense of skunk. It works pretty good. Works good as a repellent. I don't have to worry about having women hanging around me, so it costs me less money.
You use toilet water, huh? That's why your cheeks are blue.
That's not right, Chuck.
Necessarily you. I'm just
Paraphrasing. No, I can't.
Wasn't there a song? Oh, you nasty boys, or something like
Yes,
that's
sir.
Janet Jackson, nasty boy.
that.
Use whip wolf fist.
I
I
was
like
a nasty boy when I was young. I was just a bad boy, but I was good at it.
I've never been real good at anything, but I've been always successful at everything.
I've always been a perfect bad example.
Me too, Chuck. Me too. I put something in private chat, Bonnie.
I saw that. I actually saw the
I
headline.
can't remember where the hell I was today, but that was the topic of discussion.
Yep.
And I clipped it, and I thought you guys might want to check it out. Whatever. We don't have to do it tonight because it's a big long freaking thing. But seemingly there's a second constitution. So there you go.
Not the Constitution. It's uh,
It's an amendment.
no, it's a,
The real second Declaration of Independence. Sorry.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Declaration of
reading
Independence.
it and I'm going, that's not what you said, Dorinda. Correct yourself. Sorry. Declaration
Mhm.
of Independence. So,
Yeah,
I
there's
don't know.
been two constitutions ever since 1887, I do believe. 1881, 1887, right in there.
And
But
it says something about it was signed, and I'm like, signed by who?
this one was signed by Trump 7/4/2020. According to whatever. Okay, I don't know. But it was quite interesting to read. That's all I'm saying. It was interesting to read. And like, I
Yeah, I
think
went.
Shane might get a kick out of it, is kind of what I was getting at.
I went and looked at it. I seen it.
Hey, Ed, you need a pair of these?
I seen it. I went and looked at it. It's
Bonnie, was it you that asked me a while back what the actual difference was in being picky in heights and stuff? Let's see if I got that old picture I found. I was going to show you the other day.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I was going to say, Ed, put on your glasses, and I'm glad that we're tiny.
yes, the Act of 1871, Devil Dog. That is correct. The Act of 1871. I was trying to remember the name of that damn act. I used to have that memorized, but my mind's not working real well this evening.
Here's a picture, Bonnie.
Excuse me.
Sound like Star Wars or something.
I thought I was on a merry-go-round for a minute.
That's the way mine sounds, going running backwards but a little faster, but you got to have some little jerks to it.
Good night,
Night,
end of the
George.
world. Good night, George.
Night, George.
Night, George. Talk to you later, brother.
Night, Jim Bob.
Meh.
Jim Bob said, "Meh."
Uh-oh, there's
The Act of 1871 was called the United States Government. Um,
Oh, wow.
campaign. United States Government campaign. They run for, and they had to actually file to have it. The government had to sign off on it so they could run as a independent company, and now that is the company that runs the United States.
That
The
was
United
also
States Government Company Campaign, and it says campaign right on it, and that's the Act of 1871.
B. Arthur's 5th birthday.
Hello, Camel Carl. Wolverine!
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Camel.
What's up?
Bonnie, you there?
Nope.
I'm here now.
I'm gonna
She must
share this
be
picture.
there. She let me up.
I sent it. You
Congress
got it.
that repealed the individual characters of the. Okay, I'm gonna save that so I know what.
I sent you a picture, Bonnie, to post.
Yep, I see the picture. Okay.
Let me know when it's up. That's me standing there with my mom and dad, best friend.
Hey, Mary.
That's Vicky in front of me.
Looks like your
Hey,
daughter.
Paul.
And I'm holding a baby girl. That's Shane. You know what that's like. That's me standing around normal sized people.
Oh, I know. I know. I live it too.
And Vicky was like she's a foot and a half shorter than me in that picture, which is just about it. She's 5'1". So yeah, foot and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, I live it too, Chuck. Yeah, you see, I don't know if you watched the Captain Finger series when I was doing it on the LWN, but you seen a few pictures of me back when I was even in my 20s, and yeah, I towered over everybody. And we got pictures when we went to Mount Rushmore last year, and someone asked him on his show, LWN on his show, well, is Shane taller than you, or are you taller than him? He goes, Shane towers us. And he's 6'1". So yeah, I understand that theory very well. Yes, it's what do you do? I mean, we can't help how we grow.
If we did, we'd stop shy of the doorways.
Oh, I know that shit's right.
That and ceiling fans and mobile homes.
I'm gonna tell you what, I have scraped my head raw to where it was bleeding hitting the damn one of those hanging light fixtures on the bottom of a ceiling fan in a
Yeah.
mobile home. Raked my head clean. I mean, yeah, it's
It kind of sucks being tall when you're married because you have to get everything for everybody else.
yeah, pretty much.
They need tall shirts, which you can't find tall shirts, and long pants.
Oh, I know it. Trust me, my inseam's 42.
Box sized shoes.
At least.
Only thing that fits right's underwear. Even socks are a challenge. You notice that?
Yeah, I buy tube socks that are 12 to 14 because that's all I can find. I think they become ankle socks by the time I
Yeah.
put them on.
I asked Vicky last time I got some. Is this 12 to 14? Is that years old, or is that how long they're supposed to be?
Yeah, no shit.
Bonnie, how tall? I think she said like 5'4", 5'5".
I'm 5'4". Well, I was. I don't know if I shrunk. They say you shrink.
With shoes or without shoes.
Well, with stiletto, 8-inch stiletto, she's 5'4".
Whatever. That's short.
Everybody shrinks every day. You lose up to an inch of height every day. You regain it while you rest.
Oh.
Depends on what you're running from.
Well, I'm not going to touch that right at this moment. My mind just
Well, your
went,
spine compressed.
you went to the bowling alley.
Unless you got back surgery or had some kind of gizmo put in there, your spine will compress over the day as you walk around, lift stuff especially.
If every few hours through the day you hang by your feet, you'll be tall as you ever been.
On a 4-foot ladder.
Devil Dog, have you ever heard of the Second Declaration of Independence?
The second what?
I found something. I found this thing. I sent it to Bonnie. It's saying that Trump. Well, actually, it says that somebody wrote out a Second Declaration of Independence in 2018, and that Trump signed it on July 4th of 2020. And
Yeah, I said that to Melanie.
I've been like comparing it to some things, and man, it fits so many things that it's pretty amazing. And I mean, I'm not saying it's true, but if it's
Well,
not true, sure did it really well.
if I'm not mistaken, the President of the United States cannot rewrite the Constitution. If I'm not
Not
mistaken.
the Constitution. It's a
but
Declaration
it's
of Independence. I'm going to
yeah.
drop it in regular chat. I'm
Okay.
going to put it right
Okay.
out there for everybody to see. I got a copy of it here, and I've got a video that explains it. I'm not saying that it's real. I'm not saying I know, but it's awful interesting.
It's
First
awful
link
private.
right there is the document. Right. The second link I'm putting on is a guy that's talking about it in the video and explains it.
Huh. Drop that in private chat too, also, if you would, please.
I can't do that. I got to do it on
Oh, okay.
regular chat.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll go get it and get it for you, Shane.
Yeah, I really. There you go. That's what I needed to hear. I needed to hear D Dog's version of it. Hey, I'm all about discernment and, no expectation, no disappointment.
Yeah, I remember that thing they put out there, Carl, when that was done, when he signed it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's what's weird is it wasn't released until long after that.
Yeah, it was a year afterwards. It was a year.
I mean, it was wrote up in 2018, signed apparently by Trump in 2020, but nobody saw it until September of 2021.
right.
Yeah, I haven't seen where Ivanka, or not Ivanka, but his wife now, what's her name? Melania. She had
Yeah.
pictures on her cell phone that was showing it when he did it.
That's the kind of thing I want to go back and see. I mean, because
Look up Melania Trump's pictures of him signing the Declaration of Independence. Even shows it might be some out there.
I've seen it written out. Um, is it written out in that link?
yeah, it's written out in the first link. The second one's a video that explains it by a different guy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And they may be able to do a new Declaration of Independence. I don't
Well,
know.
this is where we need D Dog to pop up here and educate us, because he will know.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. I mean, nobody knows this stuff better than he does. I
Well, I
just
know
wondered if
that's
he'd
right.
heard about it. Really, my main thing was that I wanted to know if he'd heard about it before.
Yeah, I think D Dog needs to jump up here and educate us, because, like I said, I have questions about that, because I don't think they have even Trump didn't have the authority to do that. Oh, he could sign anything he wants, but that doesn't mean it's law, because the president can't make a law. He can only enforce the law, and he's a top enforcement officer
Right.
of the land.
And
Sure.
that's because if they can do that, then they'll just keep messing with all the three
Oh, yeah,
documents
every
are
one of them.
supposed to be
Yeah,
the base of everything, and so
yeah.
they would just start changing all of them.
Well, like I said, the president don't have that kind of power. I don't believe. Now, D-Dog may correct me, but it
But I
cannot
think
be done through a president, or they'd all change the damn Constitution every time someone new got in there.
yes, but I think the Congress can.
Congress can change specific parts of it. There is, but they can't change the original document. from what I understand. Now, I may be misunderstood or misunderstanding it, but I do not believe the original document cannot be changed.
Well, they can make amendments, and so then that gets to the Constitution of States.
Well, the
Like,
Constitution of States override the, the, the federal government either way. It doesn't matter.
but
Well, there you go. He just said it. I mean, I don't
look
see
how
that
many.
it's signed by Congress. It
Do
doesn't
what?
say anything about it being signed by Congress.
Right.
Okay, okay. He threw, okay, he threw a little information out there. Thank you, D Dog. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I think everything has to go through Congress. Otherwise, it's just a piece of paper or a piece of parchment to wipe your ass on because it doesn't mean nothing. It's just a strong suggestion, kind of like Biden puts out every day with his EOs. It's just a good piece of paper to wipe your ass on.
In the Constitution of States, those are voted on. Any amendments that they make to it are voted on. In
By the
each,
people, not
yes,
Congress. See, and that's the difference. People forget to read the whole damn thing, and everybody just lets Congress vote on it and that's bullshit. I'm
yeah,
sorry, I get a little excited, but yes, it is supposed to be voted. It's supposed to be voted. Sorry, Spotted Rabbit, I didn't mean to. It's supposed to be voted on by the people, not Congress. And then Congress gets to make a decision depending on the results that come in. And they have to listen to constituents, not the 200 people that pay them every year, all the constituents, which is the whole damn uh, state. And that's how it should be, and that's how it used to be up until 1984.
yeah. And that's what I mean. We, the people, vote on the amendments for the states as they're presented to us.
That don't work either.
No, not always. Some.
Yeah,
Not,
but at
but
least
not
what
very
they
many.
want, at least what they want us to think.
Yeah, the last 6, 8 years, it's been a joke.
I just saw where Abbott's pushing a um, thing for disabled drivers where law enforcement will be more cautious with people that with disabilities that they pull over, which is a good thing because I saw a video a few years ago of this lady that had real bad anxiety, panic attacks. And so, of course, when she got pulled over, she was panicking and they tased her. Well, when they did that, that just threw her into a full blown panic. And so she kept panicking and they kept tasing her and it was horrible. And so they need to know, they need to recognize certain signs. She was unarmed. She was a little lady. It wasn't like she was fixing to do anything to them. She was on the ground.
Yes.
It was overdone.
France. That's Francis White.
Shane, the second constitution by Trump is in private chat, and so is the link from Camel Carl. It's the third one
All right,
down in chat.
all right.
I stuck hard luck survival in there too because it was right after Camel Carl, but it was from someone else. So I'm sorry.
Hello, Hikal.
What are you doing?
And how do you do, Andy? I don't think I've met you before.
Yeah, you have. Remember,
Have
we're on
I?
George's. Yeah, we're on George's. Yeah. That's all right. Hi, Carl.
What was your handle?
Fishmania.
All right, all right. Now I know that. I know you by that.
Hello, Outlandish. Good to see you. Yeah.
I got really bad sound. I tried to get on a panel earlier, and everything I said and everything everybody else said echoed. Nobody else could hear it. I tried to get on a panel a little while ago, same thing. So instead, you sent me that link, so I went directly to it. Now I got no echo, but now it sounds crappy.
You sound
It
like it.
sounds pretty good.
That happened to you a couple days ago with me too.
You too? What the heck is going on, man? I've heard 3 people now.
No, I mean that happened with you on mine when you were talking to me that the other day.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it was Jeff Bear said it was happening to him too, so I know I'm not alone.
You sound
Welcome
fairly
to,
clear now.
We should
welcome,
pick.
welcome to YouTube.
So
Right?
y'all see this statement, until morale improves. So think of how do they improve morale, like in the military or in any situation where things are happening, is number one, don't panic. And we gotta keep positive. We gotta keep um when you stay positive, you're more alert, you're functioning, you're you're doing what you need to be doing. And that's what we got to do. We can't get down and depressed and sit on the couch. We got to just,
What couch?
well, you know,
And also, when you let stuff eat you up, your body goes to crap.
yes. And then you're letting your health go down. We got to keep our health up. We got to each day live it like it's your last, and just keep on doing what you can to make yourself better as a person, and treat others the same way. Hello, TH2. Lisa, it's good to see you.
Hi, Lisa. Bye, Lisa. Hey, Shift. Hey, everybody.
It's quick. The only way you just have to keep lifting each other up, man. I mean, the info that's coming out, you can talk about it, man, but there's a lot of negativity in the air, and you just can't allow. You can't. I mean, you can't stop it, but you can't allow it to go and stay in you and
Yes,
thrive on it. If you thrive on it, man, it's going to disassemble you and change your whole course of which way you're walking.
and that's what the body of armor is for, I believe.
Yep. You got to
Is
have protection. You can't let all this information get to you so bad that it changes your whole direction of your purpose. Your purpose is here, for each and every one of us. We all have a different purpose. We all have a different thing, but we're all here to try to save each other, to try to help each other get through the rough times that we're going to be going through. We think it's rough now, but we don't know what fence we're about to step over and what trap we're getting ready to go into here.
yes,
Yeah, amen to that. And everybody needs to make sure you pay attention when facing somebody, which side of their mouth they're talking to you out of.
Yep.
and the elderly do need the attention. And
I mean, even right now, I don't think we could take anything wholeheartedly. Don't take what Trump says. Don't take what anybody tells you too wholeheartedly, because it may, in the end, it may cause you to trip up. And there's a lot of stuff coming out. Some of it be true and some of it be lies. So it's all intermixed to confuse you, to keep you. You got to stay on your toes. Hey, fat man, what's happening, brother?
Andy, Chuck, Shane, Durr, Miss Bonnie, Carl. Hope y'all doing good.
I've been trying to tell people, Andy. I've been typing this out in chats everywhere I go. I keep saying it. Discernment is key.
It
And,
is.
you know,
Hear that, DF? Your key.
no expectations, no disappointment. Because there's all kinds of stuff. We don't know what's real, what's not. Like you said, parts of it could be, I
hey, Bonnie,
won't back nothing 100%. because the world is full of fakeness right now. How can you believe everything?
It's too easy, you know, for each of us. It's just too easy to grip onto something, you know, and that hopium stuff. You know, that's all good and glad for people that want to have all that hopium in people. You know, we all got to have hope in something, or humanity will not pass. You know, we all got to have something to hold on to, but don't hold on to anything man has to say, because that's a lot of false.
Excuse me.
All for that hopium. I want to know how many people went to their mailbox and collected that gold up they were supposed to be bringing. That'll tell you how much that hopium gives you.
Yep.
Move on, Eric.
No, there's a
Oh, it
lot of
goes way back farther than that. Where's the EBS? Where's
there's a
you
lot
know,
of truth coming out. You know, there's a lot of garbage too. You know, you just gotta check your box all the time. You gotta stay on your toes. You gotta question everything, man. You know, that's how you're gonna make it. Because you're gonna have to question everything. You can't, if it doesn't add up. You know, 1 and 1 is 2, and it don't add up, because it changed. The game plan changes every day, every hour, every minute.
Yeah, they can tell me anything they want to tell me. You know, until I see it happen, I'm not buying into it. Plus, I know history. You know, things like Operation Trust. History, you know, shows a lot of things. I used to wonder how a civilization would fall and people would just let it happen. Well, now I know. I mean, hey, Von Eric, what's going on?
Hey, Vaughn.
You know, we only get through this, you know, together. There is no hope in just one. You know, only Jesus Christ is the only one and the only way. You know, and there's no hope in humanity and in man itself. There is no hope in man. Man has destroyed everything it's ever touched, and we can see it firsthand. You know, I'm not getting into the religious type thing, but man, we conquer ourselves. You know, all this stuff that's been going on, it's all our fault. It's not a government's fault. It's our fault. We have allowed these things to happen. It's been in
I'm not going to knock people that much.
it's
There's a
been in
lot of
front of
good in
us
the
for
world.
years and years and years. You know, we just go along with, because we just go along with it. You know, because it's the
There's
easy.
good in the world. There's plenty of good in the world. Don't let the bad overshadow what
Yeah,
is good in the world.
you're right.
I
There
have
is a
said
lot.
it for 35 years. If man follows man and man trips, who tripped man?
Yep.
That's a bottom line.
Well, that's the one thing I trust 100% is God, anyways.
Yep. I mean, that's
God
the
don't give you no more than you can handle. There ain't no number on how much you can handle, but He gives you the common sense to be able to defend yourself, feed yourself, grow things. Don't go down that alley because it looks dark.
you can
If I
see
think I got it bad, I just think about Joe.
the common sense aim in reality. You know, common sense is the first thing that God gives you, and it's not there. Common sense is turned around backwards to nonsense. It's incredible to see how many people there still are that are just blinded to everything. I mean, it's unreal.
God
People
didn't
don't even know.
God didn't give you internet and cell phones and all that. That's just something man did. So
Yep.
You guys
Well,
mind if I read you something real quick?
I was going to say, Ray, it's nice to see you. Glad to hear you're not talking. I mean, that's a pleasure.
Saying don't worry, I'm not going to give you a hard time. But I
Okay.
do want to read this. This is an interview that was done with Chief Two Eagles many years ago. Okay, I'm going to read this article verbatim. Indian Chief Two Eagles was asked by a white government official, "You've observed the white man for 90 years. You've seen his wars and his technology advances. You've seen his progress and the damage he's done. The chief nodded in agreement. The official continued, considering all these events, in your opinion, where did the white man go wrong? And this is the part I want everyone to pay attention to. The chief stared at the government official for over a minute, then calmly replied, when white man find land, Indians running it. No taxes, no debt, plenty of buffalo, plenty of beaver, clean water. Women did all the work at camp. Medicine man free. Indian man spent all day hunting and fishing, all night making love to wife. Then the chief leaned back and smiled. Only white man dumb enough to think he can improve a system like that.
Yep.
Exactly.
That is a fact.
Yep.
It just goes to show, if we put that in a modern context, we all want these great big new things, brand new cell phone, big powerful computer, that awesome speedboat. You don't need a speedboat, but you want a speedboat, and all you're going to do with the speedboat is go bass fishing. But you want that speedboat, damn it.
Well,
Just,
even
just live more simple life.
yep. And that's what we've got to teach to the youth.
Come on, y'all. It's like 40 likes and 59 in the room.
Thank you, Jack.
It doesn't cost anything to be nice.
I'm sorry, I forgot to hit the like button. I'll go back to YouTube so I can hit it.
I'll blame only 19 times on you, man.
That's okay. I get blamed for a lot of stuff. So I can hit it.
I'll blame only 19.
Hello, Kenneth. Good to see you.
There. Now you have 42 likes.
Hang on a second. Let me split my screen and I'll go do the same because I just come in off my email. I didn't even come in on YouTube.
Bonnie, start charging.
Hey, Ken.
Rent. Yeah.
Well, if you think about all this on a real serious note, the trouble that man has brought upon itself, and to fix it, what's it going to take to fix this mess that we have weaved? It's a mess. I mean, we're in a mess. We're not in a pickle jar. We're in a mess. It's going to take a lot, and it's going to take time to fix what's been done. To undo what's been done is going to take it. It's going to take a minute. Man's not going to be able to do it. Man messed it up. Man ain't going to be able to fix it. So you got all your trust in a president or a vice president. You got all your eggs in the wrong basket.
Yeah.
Because that ain't going to fix it. We did it. We can't fix it.
Well, actually, we can fix it. We need to stop passing the buck to tell somebody else to go fix it. We need to take responsibility. You, Andy, you need to go out and get involved in your local elections and election for a sheriff and all that, your PTA. You need to get involved. I need to get more involved. Shane, Carl, Chuck, Bonnie, Dirk need to get more involved and quit passing the buck on to other people. That's how we change it.
I'll agree 100% on that, but there's still
Good night, shift.
As long as we stay in the fixed system that we're in, nothing you do is going to fix anything because it's fixed. They've got it fixed to where they prove me wrong.
No, I'm not going to prove you wrong because there's no way I could. But we have the abilities to fix it. We need to start doing it.
You know how we do it? Congregation, the church, and God is how you fix it. You don't fix it no other way.
Oh, I definitely agree with that.
Start helping each other. What got us here, the evil and greed.
That's exactly what man's always been.
It's always been taught to us like that.
Yeah, that's right. It hasn't been.
Look, I'm
Y'all
being
seen
covered up by
conservative
spots.
cowboy? Y'all seen conservative cowboy in here tonight?
No, he hasn't been in here tonight yet.
I'm being covered up by a spotted rabbit.
Well, spotted rabbit. You know, I wish I could get that position. I really do, because I would. People would not like me very well in Congress, and they would probably assassinate me in a minute. I would love to
Yep.
have that position because I have an opinion, and it's not like any Republic or Democrat has. And it's to better the people instead of themselves.
And
And and that's my biggest bitch. You know, they're here to help us, but yet they're only helping themselves. They send our children over to foreign wars to die. They still send their children over to become billionaires. I'm sorry, there's a problem with that. They rape us of all our money and demand more, and then they're trying to protect everybody's borders but our own. I'm
Yeah,
not.
they send all our guys here. What, 3 months, 4 months ago, had to go protect the borders over there. What about here?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Don't give
And
a
so,
fuck about over there. Sorry.
well, no, and you're exactly right, and that's what gets me aggravated is we spend all this money spending sending all these troops anywhere but here, and we can't even protect our own damn borders, and we pay to have them do this to us. We're the ones paying the damn bill. It's bullshit. I'm
You know,
sorry.
the thing is, it doesn't matter where you're from or what side of the world you're from, you're still a human.
Yep.
Absolutely,
You
and
know,
that's
and here's the thing. No matter what our government does and lets these people in, you know why they want to leave from where they're at? Because it's better here than it is there. So you can't blame them.
right.
You blame them. They're looking for a better life. It's probably not going to be better here, but it's better than where they came from. You know,
But
drug cartels and such. I mean, it's we're going to be we're trying. We all know, we can all see it and feel it. They're trying to make us just like them.
bad
yeah,
thing about it, the way they're coming in, though, that's breaking and entering and trespassing.
I'll agree with you.
They should be treated the same way if somebody breaks into my house.
It's called invasion,
It is.
and it is a bought and paid for invasion.
But
We
you
all
can't
know
you
who's
can't
behind it.
blame
We all
them
kind
for
of have
doing
a
it.
thought of who's behind it, and it's not going to get better until the American people get
Yep.
uh, get up and say, "Okay, that's enough.
Yep.
That is enough." And
and that
and that's the toughest thing all of us can do because we're all okay. We're all displacent when it comes to that because we all say a lot of things. We all do a lot of things. We do little things. We think we're helping. Well, which does. But until all of us get together and say, that is enough. And if you keep doing this shit, we're not paying no more damn taxes. And you can go fly a damn kite. That's when it's going to change. Because that will stop it overnight virtually. And until we do that, until you get the majority to do that, we're screwed.
well,
Hey man, I'm gonna jump down. I love all you guys. I'll talk to y'all somewhere soon.
All right,
See
Camo.
you in
Love you, Camo. Be
see you in the
safe.
funny paper. See you in the funny papers, Camo.
uh,
Best
okay,
thing I could tell everybody is make sure you're self-supportive around your place the best you can. Yeah, if things go bad, you got to leave or whatever. But if it never happens, at least you're okay where you're at.
right.
Now we're all,
Now I forgot what I was going to say.
we all got to buck up and do our part. Yes.
Oh yeah, now I know what I was going to
We got
say.
to learn shit. And, but we also got to stand together and say, no, we're done. Y'all need to quit. We have to stand together and do it. And it
I'll
takes,
never,
It
I,
starts.
I never grew tomatoes in a tub. I did it this year, and guess what? I'm eating tomatoes early.
Yeah, mine aren't blooming yet, but it takes local. You got to start local. You got to see where your community is that you are in. And that's why I am communicating with my sheriff. Now I have his personal cell phone number, I have his personal email. We talk, and I am showing him everything I can. I am trying to figure out how to show him the five, and hopefully do something about that in this county. We have to do it. If each county does it, if it's just like the states. If one county does it and he tells the other counties why he did it, each county follows suit. It's the same thing with the states. If one state does it, another state's going to follow suit. You have to, we got to start local level in our communities and see what the people are wanting in that community and build up from there. And if we take the communities to supply, we, uh, okay, I don't know how much time we have, but I know that I haven't been able to grow what is needed for the next however long. So I'm depending on what's available right now. So far, it's still available. Um, but I know a lot of other people, different states are having different issues.
Yeah, I went the other day and bought another 20-pound bag of rice and beans.
Rabbits, you didn't have to give me a days. Dang it. But anyway, um,
Yeah, Shane, sorry, Bonnie. Shane, you better get on your toes and pull your britches up. Bonnie's got her a man with a badge talking to her now.
That's all right. I'm not scared of them badges. I don't do anything wrong enough to get in trouble by them, but
You ain't close enough to protect, or you can't stretch the little thing that far either.
no, that little thing will not stretch that damn far.
but if so, okay, we've all been watching George, we've been watching uh, Chuck, we've been watching Rob. You put all these pieces of the puzzle that everyone is finding together. And what is the biggest threat right now? And you think about what that could be where you're at and fix what you can right then. And then keep moving forward from that.
Devil Dog just put something in the chat that's spot on
Yes, and
because
that's
the American people run this country, not badges, not political offices, not all any of that. They don't run a damn thing. They just made us believe they did over the last 50 years, and it's bullshit. That's a lie. Or 40 years anyway.
Here you go.
It's all a lie.
There you go. We don't need no stinking badges.
Yep, and that's what the cartel's saying.
Yep.
What? They got guns. They don't need a damn thing. They got everything they need.
So that's why you get to know your enemy.
I've heard they got damn places 5 miles off the damn border that they can run and people are coming through and go pick up the stuff they need to run across with.
That's
And,
crazy.
and Spotted, am I getting chewed out? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm right. I know I'm right. I don't care.
That's Bonnie. You make sense. We love you. Bonnie, we love you.
I just,
Remember the old saying parents used to say, charity begins at home? Just remember, consider your home your little circle of people.
I think it came out today, not that it's irrelevant, but Walmart bans Mike Lindell and his products.
Look at that. Court issues
I thought they did that months
unprecedented
ago.
ruling on board power after ranchers noticed what was happening to the cows. Western Journal.
I thought
See?
they did that to Lindell a while ago.
I know they did at like Bed and Bath or something like that, but I didn't know anything about Walmart. I just heard it
I
today.
thought Walmart did it too, way back when.
Maybe they did in some of them. I don't know. They just did them here. They just had it on local news that they banned them, all of his products here.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, you know how that rolls.
Well,
Lose
Walmart,
one, you pick up another one somewhere else.
Walmart's just a crook anyway. So there you go.
And I saw this site because I've been looking at these tiny home sites, and this one popped up. This family built their homes out of bags of dirt,
Yeah.
packed dirt in these bags. So, you know how big those bags are? Like the size of a, I don't know,
Actually,
fertilizer bag, maybe. They're like the kitchen bags, the white kitchen bags, right? The kitchen garbage bags.
no, they're actually for those that are in that have winters with snow. They're no bit they're the same size as sandbags that
Yeah,
you put in the back of your car or truck, to get traction, or you have used to do. I mean, I used to do it when I first started learning how to drive back home during the winter. But no, they're called sandbag houses, and you can definitely make and they're well insulated. All
yes,
Earth is the best insulation, period, bar none.
yes. Climate control, temperature, yes. And they're they're somewhat protection. I mean, what do they use the sandbags for sometimes? But whatever. It's a cheap way to build a home.
On you're breaking up a little bit because you're plugged in.
What's happening? What?
I don't know. Everybody's starting to echo a little bit.
Yeah.
Haha. Lawmakers here in Arizona propose a ban to ban children from drag shows.
Wow.
Good.
That should just be common sense.
Right? You
Yeah.
think that would be you think that'd be common sense everywhere except for California. They have no common sense. They just need to hurry up and fall into the ocean. But I just saw that.
Well, when the shit gets deep, those people are probably the first to go. You know they ain't gonna do nothing for themselves but sit in the damn street and cry about it. Run and tell somebody.
Spotted rabbits. Batman's not anywhere close to me.
I thought Texas did a thing last week about that drag show shit too. Am I mistaken?
I think there was something about that.
Yeah, because it was this big thing about some Texas place that had a drag show that parents brought their kids to. What the hell? Okay, shut up, Brenda.
Well, and that's the thing is just get rid of it. All this pushing us into accepting things that we know are not morally good. Just we rebuke it. Just period. Get rid of it.
It's
Full board.
just more indoctrination to our kids.
Exactly.
Exposure is the level of what they want them to be. That's what this administration pushes. They want your kids to be not kids. They want them to be what they feel that they want them to be. You know,
Boys to be girls,
transsexual,
girls to be
or I
boys.
can be a boy or I can be a girl. No, when you were born, and I am a non-believer of anything they say about you were born gay. I'm sorry.
No, you weren't.
Wrong.
No, it's a mental disorder.
It is.
There y'all go in private. I'll put it out there where everybody else can see it. It's not a talking point. I don't know, but maybe. But
You know, and that's everyone keeps saying we are in biblical times and end times and all of that. And well, then what do we need to do? We need to get back in the Bible. We need to all this studying and research is right there. All the laws of the land are right there. We need to get back into scripture. It's telling us.
thing about it, if this is a reset, it ain't the first one. Look into the World's Fair stuff. The World's Fair was to cover up stuff from before resets.
Yes,
Hey,
Kiss
off,
Off.
you're just
Let's hope
cute.
so.
I went over that a little while ago, Kiss Off. He's going over to Saudi Arabia. He's not going there for one purpose, though. He's going there for two purposes.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to come out very good for his end, though.
No, I think so.
Going over there for a pedophile meal.
Exactly. Well, I mean, he even was on national TV saying about how those friends are. He's got a lot of, gay friends and this and that, and his son went door to door and all these events and stuff, and was trying to make highlight and lift them up, and that's fine and dandy. That's fine. If you want to live that way and that's you, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Just don't bring it in my house. I disagree with that whole thing, period, but each to their own. God gives us all a free will, and you can be whatever you want to be. I just don't agree with it. I wasn't born that way, and I'm not going to be that way, and nah, it's sin is sin.
Yeah, that link there I sent was rabbit droppings. Literally.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to our neighborhood rabbit.
We have no idea what the shock herd around the world could be.
They keep poking that bear, they're going to find out. The old adage.
No fear. Sorry.
Well,
John.
and I've heard it even referred to as the pokey. So, I don't know.
Me either, David, but I ain't trying to push it either.
No. No, I don't want anyone to have fear. I want everyone to get motivated and positive and start doing more, even if it's for your health, for the betterment of your home. Start in your home.
Everybody needs to realize too, Bonnie, that everybody out there is waiting on death to go to God. God ain't want you to sit around every day of your mortal life worrying about dying.
No. And
If you're worrying about dying, you ain't living.
true.
And if you ain't living, you're dying.
Yep.
If it gets really bad and the power goes out, people lived through it before.
You know, one thing I do have to say on that ours being out as long as it did, I got, and she did too, got the most restful sleep we've had, man, since this stuff has started. I'm being honest. We didn't have headaches. We didn't have that like jittery, like, you know, leg syndrome stuff. We just had a peaceful 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep. And it was great, man. I mean, it was hot and stuff, but you know what? I mean, I slept the best I probably had myself in a while. You
Yeah.
know, and whether it be to the 5 stuff or whatever it may be, man, that's my honest opinion. When it was off, man, and everything, there wasn't no humming in the air, there wasn't no ringing of the ears, there wasn't any of that stuff. She'll
That's
tell you the
awesome.
same thing.
You're welcome, kids off. I just wish you'd get more involved.
That's
Get on
awesome.
panel. You don't have to show your face, but to Bonnie or whoever's running.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got away from it all, man. I wish I could sometimes, but I done told y'all, and I'm not joking. Vicky can vouch for it. And even Rabbit, when he calls me late at night, I got murder porn, murder TV. And I listen to that for a lullaby. It distracts me, the droning voices.
Oh, D-Dog wants the link, Bonnie.
The missing link.
Yep.
Yeah, kiss off. I'm sure you're welcome on Bonnie's show anytime, mine, and anybody else up here.
Yep.
Dorinda even make a show for you just to come up there.
I don't do shows.
You need to start one. Call it the for y'all that don't want to talk to them show.
Just call it the Kiss Off Show.
Yeah, Dorinda doesn't do a show. She just shows up on everybody else's.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I do one on Facebook, but not on YouTube.
The Durr Alley.
Yeah, Ray,
I just came up because I wanted to see Andy model those assless chaps.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Dorinda. I know what it is. The FAQ2.
Oh yeah, FAQ2.
Fat man's trying to make me.
FAQ2 is fuck you too.
But that's a Canada.
D-Dog up into his house.
Hey, D-Dog.
I used to play World of Warcraft years ago, and my screen name for about 2 hours was FUHQ. Fuck you. And then I changed it from that to Calero, and they found out that was asshole in Spanish, and they made me change it again. You're welcome. Oh,
well, so what's Grizzly Adams up to tonight?
I don't know because I don't have a bear.
Oh, okay.
You lost your bear.
Oh,
no, he's in the freezer.
That just comes out right. You know what bears are in the world of fruit cups, huh?
What?
They call each other different kinds of bears. The ones that like gay guys.
Oh boy.
Trying to say it without saying it, and I couldn't figure out how to.
Also part of the alphabet soup group.
Yeah. The smoker.
Not the Care Bears.
Here you go, D-Dog. Here's your beer.
I haven't had a beer since 2007.
Oh wow.
I haven't had a beer in the last since 15 minutes ago.
That's
It's been 1989 for me.
Mine's been about 19 seconds ago.
Yeah.
What does your shirt say today, dog?
It doesn't say anything. It doesn't
Oh, I'm
talk.
sure. I'm
Surrender,
sure
you
it's
would think you've learned.
what's it on your shirt.
D-Dog, they just don't get it, do they?
Because many times,
I didn't mean to offend you. That was just a bonus.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I
Unless-
seen one and I thought of D-Dog the other day, and it said it was a black shirt, and all it said is this shirt doesn't say shit.
Well, I spent most of the day down in Ohio, and 3 sheriffs came together, and a couple of judges found their way in. And this one, she's like really smoking hot, and she was kind of flirting with me with her questions and everything else. I said, "Well, do you mind if I say something totally inappropriate?" And she goes, "Sure." So I said, "You know that you're so hot, you're making my teeth sweat." And she thought that was a riot. And then she started complaining about her old man and stuff like that. And I said, "Well, don't worry, you're safe with me." And she goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "You got a bar card, right?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, I don't fuck criminals."
Oh, wow.
And Bonnie, you think I'm bad.
I know. And anytime someone starts complaining about their other half, run.
Oh, yeah, because they're already looking for a way out, and you're the next scapegoat.
Here comes the baggage.
Yep. And they don't have wheels on that luggage. You're going to have to carry it.
If you're looking for somebody and they show up with a Crown Royal bag, you might be all right if that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have
Outlandish. That's crazy. Amazing.
I have 3 bars that saved me all their Crown Royal bags.
They come in handy.
And, yeah, well, I use them for the male end of audio snakes, so that the ends don't get all screwed up.
Right.
So they're condoms.
Yeah,
Condoms.
Trust me.
yeah, that'd really
I
screw
think-
things up if I had a bunch of extra ends on that audio snake.
Trust me. I sew a little bit in there, and I made some bikinis out of Crown Royal bags. Some of them were.
I bet they didn't make you look any better either.
They
Trash
weren't for me. They weren't for me. Trust me.
I know.
No, I didn't make no.
Why not? You wear tights.
No, you all tell me to wear tights, and I haven't done it yet. No, there's a difference now. Damn
He
it.
goes for them assless chaps.
Right now, I can do that, but I can't do. Yeah, no tights. I'm gonna have to
So you're gonna wear your assless
Same one I
chaps,
have.
and Bonnie's gonna use
Same
her
one I have, actually.
leather handcuffs on you.
Yeah, I guess.
No, Walmart.
No, because I'm claustrophobic. So you ain't putting no damn.
I didn't think Pawn Shop would accept rigid.
Assless chaps and a Crown Royal banana
A
hammock.
Walmart brand.
Yep.
Except,
Y'all made Spotted Rabbits drop his taco.
every other,
Well, Spotted Rabbit, you should be a lot more careful when you're
Okay.
carrying your girlfriend.
Fish taco.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Bonnie, I'm glad you're having great success with your sheriff.
Thank you.
Would you like another chore to reach out to?
Sure.
Okay.
I
I
know I
dropped the
have a
link
lot more
for
work to
you. I dropped a link for you in private chat,
thank you.
and you want to contact the president of this association.
Which
Okay.
is probably going to be in Austin.
Not a problem.
And start working him, because
Okay.
he will end up being your link to every other sheriff in Texas.
Oh, cool.
That's correct.
Okay. Chuck,
Gene, I can send you
hear
something
that?
in private.
We can do this, Chuck. Even if it's not yours, hit the ones around you. Not hit them, hit them. You know what I mean. Please don't go hit any sheriffs.
Talking about on the 17th.
May the Chuck be with you.
What is it?
It says, may the Chuck be with you. Oh, man.
We'll have to start changing our words to that ain't worth a chuck.
Hey, we're the Chuck.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay,
It's
let's
better
go all the way to. Are you
Stop
out of your
doing that.
chucking mind?
It's better than stop doing that. You're going to shane it all up.
That's what I use a lot.
Hey, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to use that.
Wow, Bonnie. Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, listen, all through high school, Chucky Farley, you ain't so much much.
Don't get all excited. You're going to get your tights in the knot.
I know that's right.
Did you see the Shane? Did you see the private?
Let me go look here. Recap like the 17th.
On the 17th, it's supposed to be. He wants to know if you guys want to do that again.
That's totally up to
Uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
Somebody.
We lost Shane.
It's totally up to.
Was
How'd
Shane
you say
even
that?
here?
What he just? What? How'd you say that, D-Dog? He just said, "Fuck y'all, I'm out." Right? Hey, y'all, this is what I think.
Yeah, that's Shane's version of peace out, bitches.
I don't know what the hell I hit wrong. Usually I can go look at that and come right back.
Bonnie teaching you that button combo?
Yes, she is. I'm gonna have to learn to be like I tell Bonnie, quit touching shit. I'm still too damn
The
dumb to
reason
run.
it happens, Shane, is because you're using the mouse to open your beer.
Well,
That's a talented mouse.
We're Fig Newtons of your imagination.
Boy, oh, what the hell happened? I hit the wrong damn button and it just threw my ass out.
I guess Fig Newtons of your imagination is better than the pumpkin spice Pop Tarts of your imagination.
Right.
Oh man,
No.
pumpkin spice Pop Tart. You just made me throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah. Vicky could ask me one day, she's like, "You like them blueberry ones? You want to try these?" I'm like, "Oh, hell no. What are they good for? To throw over a turd to keep from smelling? Or you got to have one. You really need two of them, one to shit on, one to cover it up with." But
That makes a sandwich.
What flavor
doesn't it?
Pop Tart's your favorite, Chuck?
usually blueberry.
So is that purple one?
Yeah. The cabinet's
Yeah,
full
purple
of
my
strawberry
favorite.
ones. Everybody likes strawberry. I'm like, dried up jelly in them or something.
If I had to eat them, it'd be the cinnamon, whatever it's called. I think it's cinnamon.
My stepdaughter that's living here, she
Wanda, what are you laughing at? What did I say wrong?
s'mores ones, and I won't touch them things.
Rabbit. Well,
Oh,
sorry, Shane.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
The Boston cream.
Go ahead, Shane. I'm
is
sorry. I
better.
didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good, girl. You're all good. You'll know when I get upset. You'll hear it.
What?
it just bounced
Okay.
right out again.
I didn't bounce out on purpose. I went to check out what Chuck said to me.
Go on.
Well, you were in mid sentence and boop.
Yeah, Rabbit, I guess that's a yes.
I gotta agree with Spotted Rabbit. Dirk, can you stop playing with your hair? It's making Shane jealous.
So D-Dog starts. I don't even have no damn hair.
Y'all with that wavy hair, one waves at the others, it falls out.
I got plenty of hair. It's just all transparent. No one can see it.
On your back don't count.
I have none on my back.
I'm joking with you. A buddy of mine, he said all his slid down in the service. He said it went from top of his head down his neck and back. And I'm like, if you want to see it, it looks like a V. And I'm like, no. Get away from me, Frodo.
Oh, I could grow my hair long, but I'm going to look like friggin' Cookie the Clown.
And look at D-Dog, how it has that natural, he's probably got a cowlick right there that does a little curl thing.
That ain't no damn cow. Yeah. That's a whole damn cow tail.
That's something in my eyes, man.
Yeah, it's your finger.
Yeah. But I found it. I've been looking for that.
I'm just jealous. I used to have hair like that. Man, I'm jealous. Your shit's so damn thick and full.
You know, probably a lot of it is you said you had issues with high blood pressure. My son doesn't, losing his, and he's redheaded too. So.
Oh, yeah.
If D-Dog's hair grows anymore, he's going to look like that.
Woolly mammoth.
Nah. A buddy of mine stopped by this morning because he found something in his shop that he wanted to give me. And my real first name is Bob. So that's what makes us funny.
Bob, right?
Oh my God.
T-Girl says you look like Moses.
Oh, Pop-Tart. Okay.
Purple.
D-Dog, T-Girl says you look like Moses.
Want to see my staff?
Can you wave your hands and make things part?
I was just fixing to say, how cool would that be if you carried a staff into the courtroom with you and y'all had to
I know.
No.
Fix it.
Yeah, he could probably use his staff to split something, but it ain't gonna be the Red Sea.
Just depends how you look at it.
Well, that's probably true too. It just depends on what month
I'd
it is.
I'd split the Red Sea if it wasn't a bar associate.
Andy, it's hopeless up here. I hope you knew what you were getting into.
It's all good. It gets worse sometimes.
Oh my God, it can get.
Oh yeah.
It goes sideways. It goes back and forth.
Yeah, it's still pretty mild.
Still pretty mild.
Yeah, it'll do a complete 380 eventually.
It's worse. Andy, it's gotten worse.
Okay, I am not an X-rated channel.
Says you.
Oh no, we're going for
Oh,
3 of those.
Red wants to see D-Dog go to court in robes and stuff.
Robes and his staff. That's going to be comical as
Well,
hell.
why not do assless chaps? Let's start there.
You know what? You ought to do that once. That would be funny as hell. And I want it videoed. You got to have somebody there with you to video that damn thing. That would be funny as hell.
And spurs. I could send you spurs.
Easy, Bonnie. Damn. You're going
Remember that, everybody. When times of trouble comes, run out your door wearing assless chaps. I'm sure to run from you.
Like Rodney Carrington says, you know, he went to get in a fight and this guy was going to whoop his ass and he just starts taking off all his clothes. The guy says, "What the hell are you doing?" Guy runs away, leaves him alone. He's going to fight him naked.
Yeah, I'd be like, say, I'll put it like this: I win, I screw you. You win, you screw me.
My brother, get this, he got into an episode with a bunch of Billy Badasses, and one of them kept calling him, and I hate to use this word, but I'm going to. But this is what they was calling him at the time, was faggot. And he kept doing it. And my brother was running a video store at the time, one of those, arcades, and they kept calling him that. And Bobby says, this guy weighs about $140. My brother's 250 pounds, and my brother's a badass. And he finally turns around and says, he gets sick of hearing him after about 30 minutes. And he turns around and looks at him and says, if I am, and I win, you know what I'm going to do to you. That guy says, F you, turns around, stomps out, he never seen him again. I mean, there's ways to get out of a damn fight without even having to fight. And we've figured that out a long time ago. Yeah, he was. But yeah, that guy would have been in trouble if he'd have fought my brother. My brother would have annihilated him.
No, I would never want to talk my way out of a fight. I was the one that was going to kick your ass into matter.
Well, trust me, you're going to get threatened by the law so many times to have your hands put in as weapons.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to kind of slow down on that stuff.
Well,
So,
yeah, I was a 95 pound, 5'4" person. Who the hell's gonna think you're gonna do nothing?
Yeah, he is one of them little pissy people. Yes.
Yeah, until you push me to the point where I'm gonna knock your head off.
Oh yeah.
That I would do.
No, I quit doing that a long time ago. I don't get in no trouble anymore. Nuts massage, 200 meters to the left. I wonder if that means a gentle roll down a hill off of a cliff.
He's got a sign out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Frequent visits.
Do what?
So you might be getting frequent visits now. Nuts massage.
Oh, yeah. Business is picking up.
Yeah, advertisements going on right now.
Shane said ass bandit. No, Spider Rabbit, I never said that word. Uh-oh. Now you got... Oh, sorry. Hump day was yesterday, D-Dog. Damn it.
Everybody's being quiet. What's going on all of a sudden?
I don't know. Bonnie disappeared. Dorinda's talking to somebody, and Chuck's, he's quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? Chuck must be looking up something.
No, I'm sitting here just listening.
Oh, okay. Because when Chuck gets quiet, he's either looking up something or he's pissed off.
Just thinking about random shit going on. Thinking about what the reaction would be if you had 5 people coming up to your house talking about coming getting your food, and you run out the door chasing them with a gun in one hand and wearing nothing but a smile.
That's probably a visual we probably didn't need, but okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe Ray's quiet either, because he's usually full of piss and vinegar.
Yeah,
I really
Ray's-
apologize, but I was busy talking to my kid.
I got my mind is on my court battle tomorrow.
Oh, you got court tomorrow?
Yep.
Aha.
Oh,
Did
that
I hear
just
court?
got D-Dog's attention.
Did I hear court?
Yeah, I got court
Well,
tomorrow.
I hope I'll go stop that, man.
Me too. Me too. I'm
For
gonna piss
what?
off
Or
the. Well, I won. I've already won. This is just for damages. And I'm gonna piss off the defending attorney because I'm on a motion to change my complaint to add to it. Make these
Okay.
fuckers pay.
you don't have to motion shit. All you have to do is stop at the court clerk and put in a claim for excessive damages, and then put a new number on it, and then the claim has to be heard before your case gets heard.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the game their way. I got a good judge. I got a judge that is actually very sympathetic to my case. He's made that abundantly clear. I just had to wait until I got the transcripts because, of course, the idiots are appealing. They've already started the appeal process to appeal the judge's decision that they retaliated against me for filing a complaint.
And if you would have forced it into a court of record or common law court, they can't appeal that. That one, it's a one and done thing, common law.
Here you go, Bonnie. I'm sending you a picture to pop up there real quick.
Batman. If you would put your email in private chat, I would like to get your email.
It's my email. I give out freely to everybody. It's fatmanprepper99@gmail.com.
Okay, wait, Batman.
Y'all see that? Remember what you're fighting for. Picture of Charles Schwab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
Matter of fact, if somebody could, I don't have YouTube open, but I'll put it in private chat if you can repost it in general chat.
Okay.
If anybody needs assistance or guidance in prepping, drop me a line. I got information. I'm more than happy to help anybody. Even though, I have a lot of stuff that's planned for content as soon as I can get my mind clear of all this bullshit. Hopefully next month I'm going to start, but we're definitely going to do a Prepper 101 basics. So at least you don't starve to death because shit's hitting the fan and y'all need to prep. I'm going to tell you everybody right now, learn how to can. Go check out canning channels like Rebel Canners, Rose Red Homestead, things like that. Start canning meat and protein. You guys got to understand, we're just now feeding the cattle and all the other animals that we're going to be slaughtering for fall and winter. So you need it, and these prices are outrageous for the feed. That's going to hit pretty soon. By fall, you guys don't understand. You're going to be looking at $30 for a package, a small package of bacon. We're going to be having some serious price increases on protein.
Well, my power's back on. How do people do this? That's crazy. I can't even see the writing.
Back on, God damn it! You should be set up with solar already.
Watch that. Bonnie gets upset about that.
Here, Ed. That's how you see it.
Bonnie, there's another picture. There's another picture to show Bonnie. Rabbit's wanting to show his backup job. He's going to tell ghost stories. You think that's what they're doing, telling ghost stories?
Yeah. No.
Is that Neil and Bob?
They're undercover.
Look, it's Chuck and Shane.
It's FBI agents. They're undercover.
Chuck don't need to get undercover with a guy. I'm quite secure in what I've had in the past 36 years.
That streets
of
Philly
for 36 years. You get a transplant or something? I know you're older than 36.
No, I'm talking about 36 years with the same lady.
Yeah, he's been with his wife for 36 years. That's very impressive.
I can't be with the same woman for 36 minutes.
I'm with my husband for 32 this year. And
Cool. The key is you haven't found one that can put up with your BS yet.
One thing about it, having to deal with righty and lefty, it's a little bit better to put up with a little bit of shit.
Well, you know,
that thing you put in private chat doesn't work.
You say that, Annie, but I gotta remind you, I don't have to worry ever about drowning. Shit floats.
Me neither.
Although I'm also in Arizona, so there's nowhere to freaking drown anyways.
Congratulations, Sharon. That's cool as hell. You don't hear much of that anymore.
That's awesome, Sharon. And I'm stepping down. You guys have a good night. I love you.
Love you. Good night, Brenda.
Love you, Dur.
Good night, Brenda.
Have a good one.
And thanks for the comment. I will contact.
Night, Dorinda. Thank you.
At the after party of our wedding, that everybody gave us 6 months or less.
I think that's normal.
I'm just wondering if my wife got made a bet to, and the more years made more money. And she's like, I won. Look, I'm a millionaire. Get the fuck out.
Bonnie, I'm glad you could bless us with your presence again. Thank you.
You know, I screwed up when I got married. I really did. When we were at the reception and signing the marriage certificate, before I signed, I looked up and I said, I don't see the trade-in option here.
That's awesome, kiss.
My wife at the time damn near knocked my ass out on that one. I'm telling you, for being 105 pounds soaking wet, that woman could punch.
Hi, Suze. Good to see you. Hey, Ed. Got your feedback.
Marriage is a give and take thing. It takes two to make it work, brother.
Yes, it does.
The
It's a
last
given.
marriage of mine was a give and take, but it was I give and she took.
Exactly.
That can happen too.
Yeah,
It's a good thing it's not all written in stone.
correct.
My ex had millionaire taste on a dime store budget.
Yep.
Well, I'm not easy to live with. So there you go. I'll admit it.
Me either. Got to find common ground though.
Kiss off, you can't be that old.
It's obvious that most of us are very hard to live with, or we'd all be with somebody. So like they say, it takes the right bitch and the right asshole to get together to get along,
Yep.
and just finding that correct combination is very tough at times.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to put it like that.
Well, how do you want me to put it? Peanut butter and jelly sometimes don't go together, depending on the jelly. Okay, that's how I should have said it.
No.
Okay, then.
Hey,
One
Sue.
man, one woman. That's all it is.
Dude,
We've got to get back to saying that.
what's that?
One man, one woman.
Well, yeah.
Except if you live in Utah. Just saying. Or not Utah, Colorado City, I should say.
I was going to say Utah. That's Mitt Romney, and yeah, there is no such thing. There's no such thing as one man, one woman.
You should see Colorado City here in Arizona.
Huh? I didn't know there was a Colorado City in Arizona.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, when I was working for the SNAP benefits, they had a specialized department that dealt with Colorado City residents. Just because of one man and 50 women.
I can barely put up with one, much less a whole slew of them.
It's probably a good thing you don't live over in some of them tribes then where they got 20, 30 wives in.
Man.
Yeah, there's no way I could deal with 20 or 50 women bitching at me at once. I couldn't do it.
No, that's me. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking one is more than enough.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah, well, for them.
Yeah.
Spider Rabbit, 13 Bonnies. No, couldn't do that either.
13 Bonnies.
One of her's enough.
Bad thing about it is all the others will line up with the alpha female, the main one, and 1 week out of the month, you're going to put up with 13 of them mad at you because of the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
They might be all right with it 3 weeks out of the month, but the 1 week they ain't going to be.
It's usually not just 1 week. It's usually the week before and about 3 days afterwards. So you got about 2.5 weeks of misery there.
And that 2.5 weeks feels like 2.5 years. Just saying.
And I was going to step away, but Bonnie once again has disappeared. And I don't know if she's leaving it on me or D-Dog, but somebody carry this show for a minute because I have got to step away and grab me something to drink. But I thought, well, I'll wait for her to come back. And then she's in and out.
Well, she was back. You missed your opportunity.
That's true. That is correct.
It wasn't thirsty enough.
Yeah.
Right?
I still had a swaller left at that time.
It's dried up now.
Yeah, that ain't no kidding.
When your wife's mad and walks in the room and you or your girlfriend, either one, and she's got a butcher knife in her hand, just tell her, go make me a sandwich. That'll make things all better.
Shit,
Oh,
she got
yeah.
a butcher knife. I'm walking out the damn door. I'm running out the damn door.
Yeah. If
Might
she
be
comes-
having sausage that night.
Yeah, if she comes into the living room where I'm sitting and has a butcher knife, yeah, there might be some caution there that I would use. Those things belong in the kitchen, not in the living room. Can we please take that back? Be very gentle, and then as soon as she does, run out the damn door.
And if they come in the room screaming and hollering at you, just tell them to shut up. That knocks them, renders them speechless for just a few seconds where you can get away.
Yeah, I'm not going to try that one. Don't think I am.
Yeah, one of Vicky's guys she works with comes into work and he's all funny, acting real quiet. She asks, "What's wrong? You look funny. You don't feel good or something?" Oh, me and my wife argue, and he's broken sandwich problems. What Vicky told him, and he just like a broken sandwich maker problem. Sorry about that. The guy just hung his mouth open.
Oh, look, we got blessed with Bonnie again for a second.
Welcome
You better
back.
run. You better shut up and run now to get that drink.
I know.
Damn it! I know you're stupid, but you gotta learn eventually.
B-Dog Stu said you had nice hair.
What was that about heck no to 13 Bonnies? Is that what I heard? Something like that?
Talking
Boy,
about
everybody gets quiet.
Utah and their police over there. Shane could have 13 Bonnie.
And his response was,
He can't even deal with one.
He said, "Ooh-wee."
he can't even deal with one. Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
Yeah.
Ed is thinking.
Hey, I don't mind I don't mind throwing Shane under the bus. Hell, I'll be directing you on the backup procedure.
Well, Bonnie, one thing about it, if never mind, I'm not going to say it. That's too gross. If sex was as satisfying as him coming to see you, you're going to be disappointed. I had to figure out a way to word that wasn't so rough.
Wow, Chuck. Thanks for all your information.
I knew you were sitting there. I just waiting. I knew that'd bring you out.
Well, like I said, I could still hear. I wasn't very far, but I just had to go get a
Just
drink.
off. Ed just came up here for compliments only.
He just come up here to make sure that he was doing really well, and we really suck.
He seen all them compliments D-Dog was getting. He thought, well, I got hair, I got beard.
I had a question for D-Dog, but I can't remember what it is now.
Vicky was talking to one of her friends the other day on the phone, and she said, "Yeah, when they get older, they become minute men." I said, "Minute?" I said, "What the hell are we going to do for the other 45 seconds?"
That ain't no shit. You show the damn thing to me. Hell, I'm about done. It's been so long.
Do like on Revenge of the Nerds when that one went, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Oh, man.
D-Dog, when you reclaim your birth certificate, do they automatically take your name off of the tax list and you no longer have to pay house taxes? And
They give you free bracelets when you try to do that. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's it. Give you a couple court dates.
Well, you have to do your document. You have to do your documentation correctly.
Those bracelets aren't the pink ones with the leopard skin fur around them either.
And they'll give you a roommate that don't have assless chaps.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because y'all are smart.
Well, I'm gonna mention something real quick.
Is that opinion or statement?
Well, just a second, Shane. I'm asking a question.
Okay.
I have a Coleman. I don't know. It's a beverage. It's like a foot tall,
I can tell you the
about
measurements.
8-inch diameter. I don't know. Can it hold coffee, or will it melt it?
It's plastic.
Yeah.
Plastic, but it's like thick plastic.
It should hold coffee unless you pour it in there boiling hot. Usually thermoses and stuff are for hot or cold.
So it will work for coffee as long as it's not like.
I think it should.
Okay,
Okay.
because I'm gonna let it sit for 30 minutes without being on heat before I pour it in there.
Okay.
Now, if you can touch with your fingernail and mark it, I'd want
Well, now I'm gonna say what I had to say.
Okay.
When D-Dog goes to talk, if somebody cuts him off, he will leave. And we don't want him to leave. He is a wealth of knowledge. And I really suggest that if he goes to talking, please, everybody give him the courtesy to let him speak. He is, like I said, a wealth of knowledge. And it's something we all need. All of us could use more knowledge. So, please. Now, that's just my opinion. This is Bonnie's channel. She can do what the hell she wants. But yes, I just wanted to mention that.
I didn't hear the question referred to him.
Yeah, he was asked a question and he went to answer and he got cut off 3 times and he disappeared. So
I
hopefully he's
apologize.
out there smoking and cooling off a little bit, and hopefully he comes back. Because
Hopefully.
it was a good question and I'd like to hear the answer to it.
And since he eats crayons, I want to know what color tastes the best.
He says purple every time.
I must have missed something. I didn't hear the question.
Ed had asked him a question
Oh,
and
okay.
he went to go to answer it and everybody kept having something else to say, and I'm not saying anybody specific because everybody was saying something. So yes, and I'm not trying to be D-Dog's defender by no means, but I just don't want to lose his attention from this channel. I like him coming here because he has a wealth of knowledge. Now I'll get off my soapbox and I'll let it be and hope like hell he comes back.
He'll come back. His square's still here. I hope.
You know, the way our government is right now, they're not even following our own laws. So I got to thinking, even if I do go through with this and reclaim my birth certificate, they'll just come in and mow right over me. And so we don't recognize that anymore, you know, because they're not recognizing their own laws or their own, for that matter, or the Constitution. So it
Yes.
probably wouldn't make any difference.
Well, I've been saying that for over a year that the government has been wiping their ass on our Constitution. They ain't been following the guidelines. They ain't been following the rules. They ain't been going by the and so it's going to be very hard to take back a lot of shit if no one else is following it. So but the people forget that that piece of parchment isn't about the words that's on it. It's about the people under it that it protects. And that's you, me, and everybody on this panel and everybody in the chat. That is about the people. So when they're wiping their ass, they're wiping their ass on our faces. And people have got to really wake up and realize that is what's going on. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But it can be done.
It's a lot of information to take in, and it's all of the wordings and all that to know it all. I mean, when you hear it, you got it in your head, but then the next day you try to remember it and it's gone. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I just don't retain it like I used to. Um,
It is. It is a. The Constitution is a very tough read. Even your state constitution is a tough read. If if you ain't got time and the quiet and peace to sit down and really write down notes and something, because usually when a person like me, I write something down as I'm reading it, and if I write it down, I can always visualize what I wrote down, so I can memorize it.
I got no problem with the Constitution. I was talking about the legal terms, like liquid and the bar. They all have a certain
That's
meaning in court.
that's two different. Well, you're talking about two different
That's what I was
areas.
talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about two different areas. Okay, D Dog's back. Go ahead, D Dog.
Oh, we lost, right? D Dog, did you hear Ed's question?
No.
And
Ed, do you remember your question?
you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to remember this stuff. Yeah, that one video was pretty neat, pretty interesting because all of these legal terms don't mean what we think they mean. They're regular words to us, but in the court of law, they got a different meaning. And once you got them all down, you can run circles around that damn judge if you know it. I mean, just to even go into a courtroom, do not go beyond that threshold. They can't do nothing to you. But once you touch that bar, the only people that can touch that bar are the ones that pass the bar association. So anybody that passes that bar. So I haven't passed the bar. So for me to go across it, I have to be dead, which I'm already dead according to my birth certificate. But going past that bar, I just acknowledge it and accept it. So if you can stand on the other side, you can tell that judge, you know what to say. Am I right,
Now,
D-Dog?
crossing that bar doesn't scare me at all because I know what jurisdiction I'm in, and 99% of the time, if you fight over jurisdiction, you're gonna win your case.
And the jurisdiction, that was an interesting point too. It's not just your county or your state. It had a different meaning.
No, okay. You ask the judge what jurisdiction they have over you, and they're gonna say the county of or whatever. And just reply with that. That's really cute. You know your location, but what's the jurisdiction? Because the jurisdiction that the judge is allowed to have you at is either admiralty or common law, and that's the only two jurisdictions. So the case you're fighting is in the legal, not the lawful, and it's in a jurisdiction of unknown.
So when you ask for what jurisdiction, he has to answer you.
They'll go around it 3 times, and on the third time they actually have to answer you, and they will give you an answer that won't be an answer. Like if you're in front of the judge fighting a speeding ticket, the judge says, "Well, why were you going so fast?" Okay, instead of incriminating yourself and telling them why you did it, say, "Well, I guess that'd be fast to an ant, anything over 0 miles an hour." you're still giving them an answer to their question, but you singled out a certain word. When I show up in court, I always hand them a glossary of words, and they never accept it. And then we'll play this question and answer game all day long, and they won't get shit out of me. But if you refuse to answer the question 3 times, then they got you in contempt.
Yeah.
Hey, conservative cowboy, slow country. Good to see y'all. Y'all see what conservative cowboy's saying? Oops.
Yeah, you're
Oh, Bonnie, thanks for letting me up, hon. I appreciate each and every one of you, and love you all in chat. And I'm going to get down because I got to make a phone call. So you guys have a great night. It's been awesome. Thanks for all the intel, and nice to meet you, D-Dog and Ed and Shane and Bonnie again. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to drop down, and you guys have a great night.
Thank you, Andy.
You kids have a good evening.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Later.
Yeah. I don't know about messing with the birth certificate thing.
Well, it's not messing with it. All you're doing is you're taking your birth certificate and sending it out to have it validated.
Hmm.
And that's when you own the birth certificate. The government no longer owns that. It's yours.
Which
Yeah, but like I said, if the way our government is now, they're not following our constitution or the laws, so they could just ignore that, and so we don't care. Get in the bus.
Have you ever seen a movie called Non-Compliant Movie?
No.
You need to watch it. Let's see if I have the link on this sheet.
Sharon, did you get your answer?
What's the question?
I guess she was talking about the birth certificate that I just asked about.
Yeah, by just having your birth certificate validated, it doesn't change any of your status or anything else. It's just one of those things that will help you out in the end. If you're going to go and do the big fight.
Oh, about jurisdiction.
Well, they have to do with jurisdiction and everything else. Look, I have every government document that I've ever had, I've had validated. So those are my documents. They're no longer theirs. I also own the fictitious name of me. I also copyrighted my name the way that the courts put on their paperwork. So I get paid for every time they put my name on their paperwork.
Night check.
You have to do it with the state, and then you got to do the same thing with the federal, right?
Nope. All you have to do is one.
All right, that one video, that one guy, he was telling you to do the same thing with the federal also. That's what he was saying.
Who was that?
I feel I forget his name. He was a black guy, kind of light skinned black guy. At least that's what he looked.
James C. Lovett.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, but that's the video where he said you had to do it in 2 different places. That video's 2 years old.
All right.
You can even take your birth certificate and have it validated by an e-service now.
Well, the hospital where I was born is now the 9/11 center outside of New York. So it's
Oh,
no longer a hospital.
wow.
D-Dog, let me ask you a question, if you don't mind. When you say validated, how do you get a birth certificate validated?
Well, okay. When you're born, there's the issuance of 2 documents. One is, God, what was that? A certificate of live birth,
Yes, proof of birth.
and the other
That's one of.
certificate.
Uh-oh.
You freeze up.
Yes.
There he is.
No, I'm just waiting for you to be done talking. I don't want to interrupt you.
I apologize. I did not mean to do that.
You have a certificate of live birth, which states that you were born alive. And then 3 to 7 days after you're born, you get a birth certificate. Okay? They give you the birth certificate free at the hospital, and if you want a certificate of live birth, the hospital charges you $25. The birth certificate is transferred into your Social Security card. That's where you get your Social Security number shortly after getting your birth certificate. So if you don't have your certificate of live birth, which is really hard to get a copy of because they only hold them for 8 years, and I know I'm older than 8, you have to send it off, your birth certificate off, and have it validated, and then you're considered a person of live birth. Well, I hate using the word person because I just went through a group and we tore apart the Bible, going through all the different times that they say person. And that's really a word that should never come out of a man or woman's mouth. It's just filthy.
What do they do to prove not prove, but proof your birth certificate? And how do you send that off to get that done?
Well, it depends on your state where you do it. There's people that can give you more information on that. Because back when I had my validated and everything else, that early 90s.
Is he frozen? Wow. Oh, that JC Lovett. I think he said
freeze up.
Yeah, you did. I wasn't sure if you were done or not. JC Lovett said to find a full service Secretary of State, and you can walk in there that day and do it that day, and walk out with your live certificate of birth. I forget what he said.
If you're going to go that route, take a bunch of notes on a bunch of his different videos. Also watch a lot of stuff from Exit Babylon, and God, what's the other one? God, I can't remember the other one. But there's a third guy. It doesn't matter if you watch a lot of those two people. That third one will pop up. Oh, high frequency radio. Now all three of those are Moors. You know what those are?
Yep.
Ed, do you know what a Moor is?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
They're people living in America under a different flag.
Okay.
The Moor Nation has had a treaty with England that when America was formed, they also honored that treaty. And a lot of people of color have levitated towards that to separate from the U.S. government. So it's like the black answer to the sovereign citizen.
Well, the other thing on the application, there's a part there you got to put a country, and he's always saying just put Taiwan, but there's a small list of countries you can put there if you want.
What on the DS11 form or what?
I don't remember the number of it, but I just remember him being adamant about make sure you put Taiwan in this spot right here.
What, for having your stuff validated?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he knows the ins and outs because he uses his research that's based on 20 other people's stuff. You know, he'll go and actually look at the documents and make his own decision on what his best course is for it.
You can stop right there. You can do the birth certificate and stop right there. It's not something that, all right, once you do this, now you started a ball rolling downhill.
Right.
You got it doesn't work like that?
No.
Okay.
No, the birth certificate validating it is the first step in freedom. But if you stop there, you're not going to put up any big old red flags or anything else.
All right, my brother wanted to do it, but he's worried about losing his retirement.
No, they don't take your Social Security. No, even if you go to his final step in getting your passport correct, which is a proper filing of a DS11 form, that's your passport application. You can not even do that and just do the DS10 form and straighten out your status as a man. And then to get pretty much rid of Social Security, I believe it's the SS5 form. And to stop the withholdings at work, if you get like a W-2 at the end of the year, I think it's a W-4T, stops them from taking any withholdings. If not, it's W-8NS, W-9, or I-9DS. And that'll stop them from taking any withholdings at work.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay. Sorry, D-Dog.
That's
I'm
right.
trying to stay muted and just listen because if not, I'll say something and I don't want to step on your toes. So I'm not trying to be rude. I am here listening very closely.
Yeah, but all the stuff that we're talking about is not the message that I have. It's to get busy locally. For people who don't want to, that just want to separate, go through those other 3 channels and check out all their documentation and figure out what'll work for you.
Yeah.
And
My thing is, I was worried that I wouldn't know enough about it. That if the girl or the person behind the counter said, well, "What are you trying to do?" I wouldn't be able to explain to them what I'm trying to do. I know what my end result is, but the way J.C. Lovett words it is, do not tell them what you. Do not give them any more information than just filling out that paperwork. But if the late person behind the counter doesn't know what form to give me, then I'm kind of screwed.
no, it's real easy. You just ask for a supervisor. Because 9 times out of 10, the person behind the counter won't know shit.
You know what form you want, right, Ed?
Sharon Smith has a good question. Yeah.
Well, just start working with a sheriff in the neighboring county. Because sooner or later you'll find one that'll listen. And if enough sheriffs in a state transfer their county into a constitutional county, that'll just everything will just snowball, and pretty soon you'll be free.
Yep.
But also, if you have a corrupt sheriff, if he goes constitutional, he'll have way more power and authority than he ever thought possible.
Excuse me. So they could become a danger?
No.
Okay.
If a sheriff goes constitutional, he has 1/10 as much work.
He becomes a danger, yes, but not to the American people, but to the government. He does.
Yeah, but we don't care about those guys.
Nope. Nope, they have no bearing on us. People's got to get back to that.
Ed looks like he's got a million things going
Through the
through his head right now.
I'm just thinking about the infrastructure down here. All we got a couple lightning flashes and a couple sprinkles, and the power goes out. I mean, what did a bee run into the telephone pole or something? The infrastructure down here is terrible.
Where are you, Ed?
I'm in South Carolina.
South Carolina, I like their constitution. Let's see, in the Bill of Rights, it basically states that if the military comes in your town, it automatically falls under civil authority. So your police chief or your sheriff can take command of the military that comes in your town.
Yeah, they got something funny going on because anytime anybody calls the police around here, they send them from the beach to here. Now, like, that's not right. They're out of their jurisdiction already. And
No, I stayed out there in Palma de Owls for a week. I loved it out there in Charleston, South Carolina. That was a beautiful little spot. But yeah, they had some screwed up rules and regulations. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, Sharon, cspoa.org, and go to info, and the first 3 documents, print those up and go talk to your sheriff. And the first document, which is a questionnaire, it's for vetting him. Ask him to fill that out and post it on his website.
Put them on the spot.
Oh, yeah. And call and make an appointment and tell him, well, part of the message is, I require your presence. Because if you require something, since you're one of the people, he has to obey. And never use demand, because demand has no standing.
What? Let me ask you this, D-Dog. What kind of remedy could you use if you require, let's say, a sheriff to be at a meeting, whatever it may be, and they do not show? What kind of remedy could you actually do, considering they are the sheriff, the most powerful person in the country, you know?
Well, in his little country.
Right.
You can put a claim against him for a fee, because you don't fine people. You have a fee for him not appearing.
Okay.
And all claims must be heard. And you file your claim with your county clerk.
So you put it in public record.
In the form of an affidavit. So you have a jurid on it.
Okay.
Which is a public notary. And that,
right.
When you look for that, you have to find the notary having to do with common law.
Okay. You know, because you get out here in the middle of nowhere, there's times that these officials, they have no rules and regulations, because we're out here in the wild, wild west, and, you know, out here in the middle of nowhere, no man's land, and they just kind of make the rules up as they go. And, you know, there's a lot of times that they can just, you know, they use a part of the Constitution that works for them and then shit on the rest. And I'm like, that's not how this works, guys.
No, they don't even use the Constitution. They just do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, pretty much. You
know, like if you look at the crap that DC has been pushing out over the last few years, they have to include where in the Constitution they're allowed to do it. And they always use the what necessary and proper clause. But if you actually read through the document, it has nothing to do with necessary and proper to what Article 1, Section 9 says. It has nothing to do with their job. They're just inventing shit, and they're using a clause to get around it all.
We're all going to need med beds, because we're going to have to go back to school when this all comes out.
Yeah, like,
everything we know is a lie.
Like med beds are actually real.
Well, I guarantee you, get rid of the crooked ass government, we probably don't need to go back to school. We probably know more than them already anyway. Bonnie, you still alive?
Yes. Yeah. Just sitting here quietly eating my supper.
Oh, what'd you have this evening?
Quietly. Leftover goulash
Alrighty.
that tastes better than the first time.
Well, it usually does when it lets anything usually tastes better the second next. It gets to marinate all the damn together, you know. It gets your blend your everything gets melted together basically.
Thank you, Chuck. Wish I could grab that. Darn it.
FEMA government something.
Well, that ain't too bad. It's only 15 pages. Bonnie, I dropped Chuck's link in the private chat for you.
Thank you very much. And Sharon Smith said, have you heard anything about constitutional sheriffs in New Mexico that are
Nope.
called some other kind of sheriff? And then for the state of Texas going back to its original territory, which includes Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Colorado. I don't know what NUM is.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about that.
Thank you, David.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that.
I mean, you might as well because y'all are connected underground now anyway.
Well, I kind of saw a grouping like that for the FEMA thing, and that's not good. Yes, du jour sheriff is a
I know the sheriff the next county over is constitutional because I was going 85 on my motorcycle through town and he pulled me over and I thought, well, I'm just going to go to jail now. It was only 25 miles an hour through town. And he was more concerned about, you didn't see me? He was all proud of how he hit his cop car, where he hit it. You didn't even see me, did you? And I said, no, I didn't. He let me go. I was ready to, I was like, Mom will just turn around. He's going to lock me up. Because what is it, 50 miles an hour over?
I don't know.
That didn't.
He said, I held the gun on you because I was curious as to how fast you were really going to go. So I know he's constitutional.
There is some good people left in this world. It's just hard to find them anymore, especially in enforcement areas. They all get that big head on them and get all stupid.
Well, most of them that I've met and talked to, because I guess that's kind of become my job. Even the lefty lunatics want to do the right thing. And they just have to figure out if they're going to follow the Constitution or follow their pocketbook.
Wouldn't that be like a coin flip?
Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of them will chase the money instead of doing the right thing.
I know.
Hmm.
I know. That's why I say it's. Yeah, there's a lot of them that chase money. Never, and that's what's wrong with society today is everybody chases money instead of the right thing.
Well, that's because of the rewriting of the textbooks back in the 1920s, which they introduced the economic history of America, which is less than 5% of America's history.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can still easily deny them search, and you don't have to give them any information um, at all. But you know, sometimes it is a good idea to give them your name and your date of birth. Don't give them any documentation. No driver's license, no ID, no passport, no insurance, no registration. Don't give them anything because whatever you hand them, they can use against you.
Well, doesn't that mean it's a binding document if you hand them any of that?
Well, you're giving them consent and you don't answer questions.
Correct.
Well, you got to show them the driver's license.
Why?
I mean,
Show me the law.
even in Florida, they started that where they would just hold up a piece of paper. I forget what it said on it, and their driver's license. They would just hold it against the window. They didn't even have to roll the window down, and the cop had to write down the information as he saw it through the window. And there wasn't a damn thing he could really do about it.
Show me the law.
But they did have to show the driver's license.
Show me the law.
There probably isn't no law.
You're right. There's not a law. But, you have to, okay, if they can articulate that you broke a law, then you have to give them your name and your date of birth. You don't have to give them any documentation.
Now I know what Sharon's talking about. I saw him talking with the du jour sheriff, that lady with the long blonde hair. I think she is California, but so she had him on there talking, and he is trying to take over, put together something, the territory of Texas and New Mexico. I had seen where he had said that.
Yeah, but that won't happen.
Oh. So what's the... I'm gonna have to look up what a de jure is because I don't know. I think Deanna was showing something about that.
Well, she was showing that lady sheriff. I think she's down in LA
Mm-hmm.
area.
So does your constitutional sheriff make them different than just a regular constitutional sheriff? Or
I don't know. I haven't looked that far into the
okay,
different titles of sheriff. I just deal with sheriffs. I don't deal with deputies. I don't deal with constables.
I'm running Silver Girl.
I think du jour is the same thing as a county. It means almost the same thing as a county or an area or a territory. I think that's what du jour means. I'd have to go look it up, but I think that's what it means.
So Texas will not go back to the original territory. Well, Sharon, we can work on that.
I want to answer a question. No, Silver Girl, she didn't. They didn't do nothing for her. It was a big waste of money. That was people were selling these canisters that are supposed to be like med beds. You set them beside your bed and you just plug them in. It
Mm,
didn't do nothing for her.
I get it. Who can arrest a sheriff? Can a constable?
The only one that can arrest a sitting sheriff is the coroner.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah. And in California, 40 counties, the sheriff and the coroner are the same person.
So there you go.
That shouldn't be like that, should it?
No.
Because you can't arrest the sheriff now.
Well, a coroner can't actually arrest a sheriff. I think what D Dub was trying to say was the only one that's going to take him in is when he's dead.
The coroner can arrest a sitting sheriff if he tampers with evidence or he's suspected of being part of the crime.
Okay. Okay. See, that's good information right there.
We don't have a coroner.
Yes, you do.
Really?
Yep.
Is
Most
there,
You might do an autopsy before you're dead. You know what?
is there another name for it?
not that I know of.
Okay.
Find out where that
A
is.
de jure sheriff. Sovereign citizens declare themselves de jure sheriffs May 21st, 2022, and Lanka Coloma of Orange County, California, and Joshua James from the Republic of Texas now claim to be de jure sheriffs under common law.
Self-proclaimed, right?
Pretty much. Yep. So I just did all the research I'm ever going to do on that nasty bullshit topic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Deanna, I hope you're listening. Because she thought that was a all good thing. Hello, Indy.
It's fine. It just depends if it's going to carry any weight.
Oh,
If it carries weight, great. If it doesn't, cool.
And you would think it might carry some weight, especially if he's got people backing him. because he is a member of society, which that's, you know, just like your sheriff is.
Okay,
No,
the office of sheriff is an elected office.
Correct.
yes.
The jury is not elected. It's self-proclaimed.
Is a coroner elected office?
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
so here,
it depends where you are. Sometimes it's appointed by the county commission, which is actually supposed to be the county board, which is supposed to be deprived of all the townships around the county.
so is if our justice of the peace is the one that's called to pronounce a death, would he be considered the coroner?
Well, the coroner has to have a medical degree in most cases, and he's the only one that can actually say if someone's dead or not.
Oh, because if, like, if an autopsy needs to be done, they're going to send the person to a big city. That none of that's done anywhere near me.
The DMV typewriter only writes in capital letters, doesn't it?
Good question. Don't know.
I believe it. I believe that's true.
Never seen one personally.
Can be done at a funeral home. Well, yeah, and sometimes they'll just send the hearse to pick them up. So the funeral home would be the coroner. No, they don't do the autopsies at a funeral home. Not here. Not that I know of. I'll have to check that out. They ship them all over around here. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it is because they're just. Who's gonna take this one?
They got a toe tag that says what their name is. Then they have a wristband for what flight they carried.
And they got a wristband on the other arm that shows who they vote for when they get buried.
Yeah, but they don't vote till they get their tombstone.
Right.
Yeah.
We've seen that happen.
And would that be a late voter?
Yeah.
Has anybody done the graveyard challenge yet? See if you can find a bunch of connections in the graveyard from your cell phone.
Well, no, but that's funny that you said that because the two phone calls were my daughter in the cemetery, and she was all hysterically upset over this lady that was a close friend of the family forever and babysat my girls. She didn't have a headstone. She was crying. It was crazy. And I'm like, why are you in a cemetery right now? And I'm doing a live. I'm sorry you're upset. There's nothing I can do about it. See, I don't remember that being on any ballot I've done either. A county coroner.
Right. Well, it is in my county.
It is in yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have one that lived here, but she was originally from Oklahoma City because she'd drive all over, Oklahoma. Anytime there was an incident that was iffy, she would come out. But she moved here, and now I don't know where the hell she is now. She moved again. Her and her husband. Yeah, we got corners around here.
Hmm. Well, I guess you would need one in the middle of nowhere. I don't. I don't know. Whoa, what was all that?
Pretty obvious on a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
That one sound morbid, so I won't go into detail. But yes,
Oh,
Room temperature challenge.
Spider Rabbit. I don't know what ROFL means. Sorry, I've seen you
Roll
say
on the
it.
floor laughing.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Dead, Bonnie. Dead is this room temperature challenge.
Ageless collagen, huh?
spotted rabbits want to see it.
That's because Ed's been taking this like crazy, and everyone's saying he's looking younger. His hair's getting fuller. His beard's getting fuller. He's like one of
I,
those Kia pets. His hair's just going kapoosh.
I was going to sell the motorcycle because it caused me too much pain to ride it. I started taking hits, and now it's not for sale anymore.
And
I'm
there
gonna
it
have to
is.
get me, I'm gonna have to get me some.
Oh, is that BioTrust? Here it is, BioTrust. They're naturally honest.
And this commercial has been brought to you by Ed.
You see what it does for your skin, your hair, and nails, and your joint health.
Wow.
And it holds you together because collagen is the glue for your whole body. So, when you get older, your body can't take it in like it used to. And this is pure collagen. This isn't ground up fish, you know, or so whatever they use. I bought one bag because I figured I'll give it a try. I bought one bag, and after that, I wasn't even a couple days into it, and I bought three more. And then I got a good deal on it. I told them send me six more. Give me six more of them. So I got like 9 bags now. And
Wow.
if you run out of food, just a little scoop of this will keep you alive because it's 10 grams of protein. The scoop
That's
has got
one
to
of
look big. They give you a scoop in the bag. See, this is how big the scoop is. 3/4 of that in your coffee in the morning, and that's it. You're done for the day.
uh, an egg only has 6 grams of protein.
And how much does that have?
10 grams in that
Oh,
one scoop. In that one scoop.
and does it make your joints work better if you smoke?
The spotted rabbits. Did you see the scoop? I thought I showed it. I wasn't reading chat.
David N says he takes it twice a day.
You shouldn't overdo it because you can't overdo it.
Oh, 4 channels later, love the scoot. He saw the scoot.
I'm sure if y'all tried one bag, you'll be buying it yourself.
We smoke, we all smoke.
And I get nothing out of it. I'm just passing it on. That's it. If you want a discount, you can write Mount in there, and I'm not related to Mount. My last name's not Mount, so that's not me.
And Kenneth said, doesn't it say hazardous for humans and animals? I don't think it would say that. It's made for human consumption, right? It doesn't look like he's turning into anything. He was laughing a little more, maybe.
Well, he's talking a little more. Usually he just pops on, don't say a damn thing.
I know.
Spotted
I,
rabbit. Well, that ain't right.
I was going to go live this afternoon for the first time ever, and then as soon as I pulled up the StreamYard and got it all set up and hit go, the power went out. I thought, I wonder what's going to happen, because I already said go. I'm not going to be there when it goes live.
Just teasing.
Plus, I need to learn how to do it because I don't really know exactly how you start out with StreamYard, right?
Yes. Well, that's what I did. Yes.
I
Well,
don't understand how it connects up. I just don't get that.
okay. Okay, do you have a Gmail?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have a Google. And so through Google, when you go to StreamYard, you're going to sign up for StreamYard through your Google account. And
That's already done.
okay.
It's already connected to my YouTube. But when I did it, I was like, should I pull up a YouTube page and have the YouTube tab and the StreamYard tab?
Always go in through StreamYard. When I go to set up a live, I do it in StreamYard, and then I connect it at the top, a little bar will pop up, and if I click on my icon for YouTube, then it automatically connects it to YouTube, so it'll go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
But in my studio, like right now, I'm in StreamYard.
It's just streamed through YouTube.
But you've got a YouTube tab up also, right?
No, you don't have to. Not once you click on it. Not once you click that you would adhere to a YouTube, it'll stream through YouTube, and you can put Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and all them. You can click all them tabs, and you can connect to all of them all at one time and stream through them. But you just do it through StreamYard. Don't go through YouTube. You do not have to have both pages up.
Because I'm going to play something that pisses YouTube off. I'm going to do it on purpose.
You're gonna try to get thrown out the first day you're in, huh?
I'm just doing it for the fun of it.
Hey, well, when they do kick you, can you still come on? You just can't go live. They won't let you go live. Is that right? Or can you still use your account?
No.
No?
They'll kick that account for probably a week, and if you don't have a backup channel, then you're kind of screwed. It'll be about a week or two, depending on how bad whatever you're going to show is.
But you can still go into your StreamYard, right?
Yeah, you can go to the StreamYard. You just have to stream somewhere else. You have to pick a different tab, just not YouTube.
And Ed, first time, I don't think they'll kick you off of YouTube. They'll probably give you a strike because you're not going to be monetized. You're not
Well, he's a brand new channel, yeah.
Yeah. You may get a strike, but I don't know that that takes you down. Well, Gigi got a strike. She was down for a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
care. I'll come right out of the chute and start playing it again. Then I can join that lawsuit, that class action lawsuit when it gets started. See, you kicked me out. You kicked me. I got you. Documentation.
Yep.
Sign up for Nino or William Mount and play one of their stuff that they can't play on YouTube. And play it through on YouTube. Just for the hell of it.
Spotted Rabbits is wanting you to get naked and yell or something.
I'm not reading that.
You might want to read chat. What's $3 million settlement if it's worth one can of tuna?
Just join it for the hell of it to take them out.
Spotted Rabbit's on a roll tonight, isn't he?
Yes.
He's got happy fingers.
Good night, Suze.
Yeah,
Night, Travis.
Trav said he's off to bed.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on there much longer. That's for sure.
4 hours again.
Already?
Yep.
Son.
You're fine, Spotted Rabbit.
Oh yeah. You're good. I just have to give you a little shit because you always give me shit.
He's so funny. He's voting everybody.
Oh yeah.
No, David, not doing an all-nighter. You gonna stay awake all night? Because you keep yelling at me because you can't go to sleep.
I'm not. I don't know that. I'm gonna finish a cigarette, and that's probably gonna be the end of me.
I think Rescue's coming on this evening. I thought I saw a setup for him or that he was on earlier. I can't remember. Step away and bam.
Chuck.
Thank you for being here, Sharon. I'm glad you learned something. I did too. Anytime these guys get together, I'm always learning.
Yeah. Learning how to cuss.
Well, sometimes learning the bad stuff, but gotta sift through the bad to get to the good. All right, y'all. I'm gonna shut it down. Is D-Dog on a Zoom?
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh,
He might be out smoking or something.
maybe.
He's on the phone. Looks like.
Piece of cheesecake. Yeah, rub it in, David. Okay.
Yeah, I may go find me a piece of nasty sweets to eat real quick, but
Good night, Sharon. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it is late, isn't it?
And Spotted and Chuck, if y'all were wanting to talk, let me know. T Girl, thank you. Love you.
All right, Bonnie. I'm gonna step down, and I'll catch y'all later.
All
Good
right.
night.
all
You
right,
too.
Ed. Have a good evening, bud.
Thank you for coming up.
Thanks for having me. I didn't even ask. I just jumped up.
We always enjoy having you, even if you just sit back and watch. Okay, rabbits. I would like some of the maps. Whoop,
Oh,
dog. Okay.
he was done.
Chuck is, huh? Well, Chuck, you have the link. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Much love, blessings. Do something positive. Stick your feet in the dirt. Love ya. Good night.
See you, T girl.